I had it already. You got me learning. I'm learning and loving. I had all my little bangalangs. Okay, that's enough. Hi, welcome in, everybody. Happy Sunday. It is 5:55. I feel like it's a little dark in here, or maybe it's just my computer. Maybe it's just my energy. Or maybe the background is way too bright here. Here, let me turn this down. One of these there. That one, this one. There, that feels a little better. Okay, good. Welcome, everybody. Hi. So yes, I told you guys I would do a Sunday update and a little chit chat with the chat. If there are beautiful people who happen to be available, they can jump in on whatever we're talking about, most likely having to do with taking down the cult of Scientology. I know a lot of you saw a lot of things went on this week all over the world, but also downtown Los Angeles. At the beginning, I had a Viper Room show, so thank you all for who came to that show. But next morning, early Sunday morning, me and Ashley caught the Sea Org indentured slaves mixed in with actors doing this frozen like Matrix photo shoot, film shoot for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on end. So there's so much to talk about, and I just wanted to be able to have a Sunday where we're all able to jump on, at least for my channel, for people that want to share what's happening or what happened during the week, or just talk about the things that did go on. So of course, I'm going to invite the people that I've been working with or have been chatting and doing the work behind the scenes and all of that. I feel like I should just have everybody come on. So first, hi, Miriam. We got Miriam.
Hello.
We got Journey. Hi, Journey. We got Mona. Hi, Mona. We got Audit LA, and maybe a few more on the way, but we shall see. So for now, this is a fun little panel to start our beautiful Sunday chat.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
I see Miriam has her beautiful hat on.
Yes. F Sciento. Oh, which way should I show it? This way.
F Sciento. Woohoo.
Yes.
And did you make this one, or didn't somebody
this is made by Monica in Norway. It was part of the fundraiser auction for
that's where I saw it. Okay.
Audit's protest. And I have bedhead. It's like 3 a.m. here. So
Oh,
So I don't think I'll be able to share. I wanted to share even just this past Sunday, or what day are we on? I don't even know. What are we on? Sunday today. So this was yesterday. Jesus, so much has happened since then. But yesterday, me and Audit went, really, we kind of already knew Scientology was going to be affiliated as they are in the city and all kinds of stuff. But we had a plan to really go there and not be protesting, but to go there to document and kind of enjoy, and also to get our own connections in with the city and whatever it is, right? If you have Audit LA, who's been, I don't know how long you have been in the faith of whatever, you're religious and your religion belief. There's no reason why you wouldn't be able to be at that event, just in the idea that it's community, exactly. It's churches and communities coming together, and you're a faith person. And right. I guess, is that what you say when somebody is like, they're a faith person? They're a religious person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a person of faith. Yeah. And so it was really interesting to even just see how Audit came. In my eyes, I was like, I just want to see her perspective. Maybe she can even show me something. Maybe you can even show me something. Journey, you got kicked out. Maybe you can
comment, sorry, and then I put done, and then
I was like, Journey did not mean to do that. So yeah, and so I just thought this will be interesting. I'm gonna not come in even strong. I'm not protesting. I don't got my signs and all of that. But it was really honestly disgusting. And so right on the bat, we I don't think I can present the video, but do you want to explain it? I guess I can share one of my videos. I could share one of my videos. Let me actually go ahead, Audit. You explain, and I'll see if I can pop up the video where I started to record. So Audit I was even like, should I live stream? Should I not? And then I was like, you just live stream and I'll just enjoy it and we'll just observe. Like we'll just go observe.
I wanted to observe because it was like it'd be different if things were held at Scientology locations. Then it'd be like, yeah, more of like okay, this is a protest, protest. But you know me, I do more trying to document and audit anyway. I my protesting is like I do more meetings and a different way. I have a different style. But with this one, because it wasn't there, is at Hollywood Presbyterian. I don't feel like I want to be trespassed from Hollywood Presbyterian because maybe I want to go there sometime or build a relationship, or especially with this clergy council. Like I want to unsafe point the clergy council, which they're a member of, and find out more and investigate, do more investigative stuff. So it didn't make any sense to me to get myself trespassed from, the jump, or, like I said, if we went in there and they were starting up stuff, maybe it'd be different. But I just wanted to chill, enjoy, see what's going on, see what this event was about. I've never been to it. And also we're asking LAPD, right, to help our victims, right? We go every week, right? Please help our victims, help our victims. So would it like really help that request if I'm there antagonizing, and and getting trespassed with LAPD? It makes no sense to sit there and destroy any relationships that are building just for 5 minutes or however minutes till they kick us out. So it just, none of that made sense to do that. So we went in and we got immediately kicked out, which I actually want to talk to a lawyer at this point because it was viewpoint discrimination, right? That we got kicked out because we don't like Scientology and it's prior restraint. We didn't do anything wrong.
Let me see if I can share this. Let me see if I can share this. Can you guys hear the volume on this? I don't think so, right? Let me.
Yeah. And I just posted a video too, but is that no?
See, this is playing out loud. You guys can't hear that. I
posted one that starts right at the, like if my newest one I just posted.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if it'll even show on the Can you guys hear it or no? Can you guys hear it at all?
We can hear it, but it's really low.
So it's coming out of here. That's why. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm just going to speed it up to the point where we're like like the whole thing when we go into the gates.
Yeah, they were so rude. They were so hostile. And I know people are telling me like, well,
they're so one-sided.
Yeah, they're going on bad information by Scientology. Well, then I want that documented because then they are harassing us because we're not on their property, right? If I was coming into their property, they would have a right to complain. But we weren't coming onto their property. Oh, wow.
This is going to be interesting.
All right, let me know if you can kind of hear that. That's all I can do. But we just won't talk during it, allegedly. Can you kind of hear that?
It's going to be hard. But that's it. When we're ready to leave,
I can hear it, yeah.
I've had a Pink's hot dogs all the years I've lived here.
Okay, so we're talking about the Pink's hot dogs. And then look at this. So Otta goes, oh, yeah, they're here because we see the volunteer minister tents. That's like the bright, obviously, the goldenrod that we see. So then she goes up. She says, I see the volunteer ministers.
Okay, go that way first and go around. We're going to behave for now. We're going to see. We'll go survey all of it. I don't know.
I was saying, do you want to sign there was some church thing. Some church card, like when you sign it.
The lines go down. I'm gonna go see what's here. I forgot my. Yeah, I have my an umbrella, but I didn't bring that bag. I should have.
So within us walking in,
so we can kind of work our way.
I would say right about here is when one of the security guards are notified that we're there. The Scientology. This lady says, "Come here this way." And so Audit starts following one of these ladies. She's like, oh, do I need to sign in? She said, yeah. Right. She said, I thought it was for the bouncy house or the raffles. Then the lady is standing there saying, come out this way. And your friend is coming with you. And I say, yeah, what's up? Just checking in. So a police officer comes up around, right? Got it?
Yeah, 3 of them actually.
Yeah. We were like, do we need to sign in? Or can we just go in? Like, what's up? What's the problem?
Yeah, you're still in line there. See,
and I stand in line because I look and I see that they're talking. They start talking and looking at audit. These 3 people, the cop, the lady right there, and that church guy right there, who was the one who originally called it. So audit goes, are you taking two of us out of everybody else going in? No comment, no answer. Then she's calling to me saying, I need to come with you to like leave to get out. I'm like, what? She was like, I need you to go out. And I was like, why? What's your name? I start asking her, what's your name? What's your name? Another Scientologist tries to fool me. We're like, no, we're right here. We're not leaving. What's going on? Who are you? None of us. They won't tell us who they are. It's a public event. They won't tell us who they are. So then we say, no, we're going to start walking. And of course, 2 to 3 police officers start coming toward us as we start walking in and going. I say, let's just go. Like, it's not like the police telling us to stop yet, right? Mm-hmm. So then the police officer comes up to us right when we start to go back in.
I wasn't trying to
say we've done nothing. It's okay.
I would definitely bring this up at the next meeting.
Oh, we are.
This is ridiculous.
So then we have this whole long conversation with this one officer and trying to tell us it's a private event. And we're like, what do you mean? And audit saying LAPD's here. What do you mean it's a private event? How can you even say that? And why are you kicking us out? Like, why are we not part of the private event all of a sudden? And this black lady would not let it go. She starts being rude. She's like, let's talk out here. Very rude. And I said, you don't need to de-escalate. Exactly. I said, shh. She said, you don't shush me. And she got angry. Look at how angry she is. She's like, you don't shush me. Let's go. Like a little girl. Can you hear that? Can you hear audit saying, same with me? I came here to enjoy the event.
I would also do a complaint on all
Hold
these
on,
officers.
it gets worse, boo-boo. It gets worse, Journey.
No,
they both say you're not coming in. Oh, boy, were they wrong. Look at, she even got that, even got the church bread that we bought. So audit starts to get upset. Like, she's really like, this is fucking rude. So I say, now I want to pause this. Let me pause this really quick. I like how you say you're calling the police and they're the police and they should just be doing the fucking right thing.
Right. Well, I demanded to see this supervisor was what I really meant to say, and I finally did.
Right. And I was like, serial number now. And they wouldn't. They kept refusing to do that. So I started filming. Let's see if I'm able to airdrop this quickly.
And to Journey, it is coming. We did talk to the supervisor, and there's more coming on all of that.
Okay, yeah, I have like a lot of projects and research going on, so I didn't catch this part. I saw a picture that Matt posted, and I saw that you were live, but I did not catch it. But I would file every complaint on that, just because you weren't disorderly. It's not like you guys came in with an open canister of alcohol, like nothing that made you get kicked out. You walked in and they,
they're calling me that they're going to take my complaint this week. Like the supervisor, he's like, I don't want to do the paperwork today. So I haven't. We are going to get together to file the complaints for sure. It needs to be done.
Yeah, and I'm just uploading the video from my perspective so that it's really clean and clear. And then I believe Audit's video actually
The little, yeah, the window thing closed. So you have it where we're talking to the
bumped my
supervisor.
microphone, and it's literally finicky. Can you hear me, or did it go poo poo?
Well,
Now we can, yeah.
Uh-oh.
And so I know the supervisor from the CPAP
Hold on,
meetings,
guys.
'cause he runs those.
It's gonna just take a minute to catch up.
And so that's why he knew my name before. He's like, okay.
That's funny. Hold on, let me exit me.
So what were you saying, Audit? I think you can continue.
Can you hear me? Oh, I was saying like we were. I mean, the supervisor he's the head of the Hollywood. What do you call it? CPAB. So him and I used to like he used to be kind of snarky, and they all had an attitude. But when I go to CPAB, I talk to them. I always try to be pleasant and talk and try to get my point across, but at the same time, speak truth and but build rapport. And so that's what he knew who I was. So he came out and said, "Hey, okay, Audit," and he said, and he said, basically, "Okay, I'm going to trust you," because he's asking, like I said, I'm not here to interrupt because I don't want to be. I really don't want to be kicked out of it, at this event. I don't want to be. That's not what I'm looking to do. So if you're giving me some trust, then I want to show you that yes, we can. We can do this, but it's got to be discussed. I said I will deal with it at CPAP. I will deal with it at the police commission, and I want to file complaints. So I didn't feel a need to create such a big thing to get myself kicked out and trespass and all that stuff there. This is just not my style anyway. I'm not going to do it. But so. But it was kind of mortifying because they were those original cops were trying to make it as embarrassing as possible. They really were. They were trying to make it. You see all these kids coming in, they're all looking like, like we did something wrong and we didn't. So I was kind of really shook up a little bit. Laura handled that part better than me because I was like, oh my God, I'm feeling like I'm like a criminal or something, like I'm the, America's #1 enemy or something. And, for what? We didn't do anything just because I don't like Scientology. Oh, well.
Your Scientology is
It
#1
wasn't
enemy.
a Scientology event.
For sure.
It was billed as a interfaith event, not a Scientology event.
Mm.
Yeah, I knew they're involved in the clergy, but not that it was. I didn't know how. I was actually shocked when I really go at the end. It really was a Scientology event, though, because when you really look, there was no involvement really of any other of the clergies or anything. They may have been around or a person here or there. I don't know how they were involved. Everything from the MC to the setting up of the stage to I believe the music and even the cleanup crew. Everything was Scientology.
But this is where it needs to be cleared up.
It was like, and so we filmed a bunch of that. I was going to get into that in a minute. Let me see if this thing popped up. Sorry, guys. I hope it's not cutting out as I'm doing this as well. Guys, if any of you can let me know if it's chopping anybody off. Hopefully it's not.
No,
but
it's not. It's not.
Okay, it's just in my ear then. Okay, good. Okay, let's see if this thing came through. All right. Well, it didn't. So yeah, Journey, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, then this needs to be cleared up.
Oh, Journey jumped out. Great. Well, let's keep playing this. I was going to show my perspective, but I feel like it's loading up.
Journey. Do you see me?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I see you, Journey. Journey.
Oh, I see you too, Journey.
Yeah, we're all in here.
Yeah.
You guys, for some reason, I opened
I think it's because I'm trying to...
Well, now there she is.
Okay.
And now she popped out.
Yeah, you guys are on like the tiniest screen, and I don't know how to.
But they were stalking you to trying to provoke you. They introduced the DJ Amy. As being a Scientologist. Did you know that they introduced the DJ as being a Scientologist?
Yes, they did. They did.
But if this is an interface.
Okay, guys, is it just me? Is it just Journey?
Journey's
no, we can hear Journey.
Laura, I think your connection is lagging somehow. So
okay,
you're not
I'm gonna
seeing
jump
us in
out and
real
jump back
time.
in. Okay, I'm gonna jump out and jump back in.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
I can,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can hear
Laura
you
couldn't.
fine.
Like, I don't think you guys can hear me.
No, we could see and hear you, but Laura couldn't.
Yeah.
If it's an interfaith, you know, huge event, you can believe in something and not believe in the other, you know, and Scientologists don't work that way, but they say otherwise. But this is where their actions speak louder than their words. And if it's not a Scientology event, then they wouldn't care that you're there. And so this is why the argument or the statements need to be presented to the officials and say, this is not okay. Because all of a sudden, I'm not welcome.
Yeah, and this is supposed to be like a national event, right? It's in several states. So it's only in LA where it's considered like, or it's in practice, it's a Scientology event, basically.
Okay.
Right.
I'm such a nerd. Sorry. I fixed it.
Okay.
My bad, guys. I was trying to airdrop to my laptop the static video that I recorded of us being very clear and you can hear and see everything. And I didn't realize, I shouldn't be airdropping to my computer on a live stream while I'm playing a YouTube video link. Okay, so there you go. Do we want to finish? Let's exit that. Can we finish watching Audit's version, since obviously I can't pull up my version without ruining up the whole stream? Present, share screen.
Sadly, I closed some of the window accidentally because my phone has like a little sliding.
Right, which is what and we can go even maybe to, we can go, here we go. Bam. Add to the stage. Where is it? Remove. Add to stage. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Remove. What if I go like this? Present. Stop screen.
And that one the really hostile officer was the senior lead officer who was the co-sponsor of that event, the co-coordinator or whatever.
And that needs to be stated in the reports that you file, or at least present.
Yeah.
Because this is not how LAPD wants to look. I guarantee. So.
And she even came later like, are you okay? I'm like, no. And she was like, then she goes off like, well, if you don't behave, whatever, you know, like you could get kicked out. I'm like, just leave me alone. I didn't do anything. You have no right coming up to me. I'm not doing anything wrong. Leave me alone.
No. And even the allegation, if they don't see it with their own eyes, the allegation shouldn't even be there. It's just hearsay. Unless they see it with their own eyes. That's how a police officer should act upon. Not act upon, these people.
Exactly.
You guys have a good day. She's so rude.
Yeah, she's horrible.
So rude. Okay, for some reason it's not letting me share now. I don't know. Remove here. What if I do this? Stop screen. So now what? It's just us. Hello, guys. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'll try this one more time. I don't know if it'll work. Maybe if I pull it out on its own.
The city's leaving itself liable by doing their bidding. Because I could sue for this. It's like we could sue for it already. Like I believe there's already this.
Oh no, you can. And that's where they need to know, hey, you either need to step it up and act like you should act and behave and not be aligned with one church.
Well, Scientology was telling them that they have charges against me.
Yeah.
So the supervisor's like, well, prove it. And if you can't show me proof, then it's not true. So they couldn't show proof. So he's like, okay, I'm not counting that. So he did the right thing. He was probative. He asked questions. you know, he did the right thing. The others should have done that, though. They should be trained as senior lead officers. They know better. They're a higher level. You know, a rookie, I would understand. I'd have a lot more grace for, but not at a senior lead level. And yeah, so they're trying to, and I know I heard another. There is a rumor that she's, you know, they're trying to get charges to Kirsten Peterson. I'm like, go for it. I'm going to put charges too for what you're doing.
Yeah, well, just saying that does not mean that it's going to happen.
Right.
They're saying
and
that
it's
Scientology
threats,
and it's not even presented into the court.
Right.
So this is where like an interfaith, like just an LAPD event, like a police officer event, and they're going to have the overall say. That doesn't make any sense.
Agreed.
I'm trying
Unfortunately,
to.
police commission is canceled. I was so looking forward to. I might have even shown up in the rain, but it's okay. I mean, I have the meeting. I'm going to do the complaints, and there's going to be some very strong emails with evidence, all the way up the flagpole to the OIG chief and police commission before the next meeting.
Oh, definitely. I have Dear Osa videos and like, you know, just comments, and they've changed their attitude, Scientology, with my map. And I was just like, put that building back. You cannot just take it because I think it's there. Other businesses, and they brought it back, and then everybody got the memo to update their Google Maps and have like a title, a subtitle, and a website. Because I said, if you don't have a website, you're closed.
Oh wow!
That immediately made them go.
But the power you wield,
right?
So if I was in LA, this is why I was like, you don't want to pull me in, because I'll get even super hyper focused on what I need to do instead of this being a hobby.
Come to LA.
So don't. I'm not like a normal woman that just gets really angry, flips off the handle. No. I'm now strategizing, itemizing what I need to do, and you're not gonna like it. So
yeah, come to LA. I'd welcome you with open arms, Journey.
Yeah.
So it looks like Lara has got connection issues.
So can we ask you a question, Journey, about your GPS and all your modeling and all your pinpoints? Sure. Can you put it near, or how close transportation is, like the airports or the bus stations, stuff like that?
Ports.
Absolutely.
Ports.
Ship ports. Anything where you can...
to any city, like, or specific cities.
The major locations, like
like LA.
I would start there, and then if you find anything interesting, keep going. Like, how close are they to train stations, ports of entry, bus terminals, you know, anything where things can be transported, but really train, like I would say train and boat a lot, right?
Okay, because I know they're in any airport, because they'll have, what I found is that even if you're in real estate, you're also a travel agent, and they get into the system to make sure who's on the flight if they're trying to escape or whatever it is. And that's how they find their names still to this day.
Wow.
Oh,
is that how? Oh, wow. That makes sense. How they found. Okay.
Yes. Buses.
I give up. Sorry, I give up on the video, guys. This is a better talk to have, because we can literally explain it before the time it takes to download and get on my computer without exiting and fucking up the stream for the 50th time. So I'm letting it go. But yes, if you guys want to watch, sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you, Journey. We'll get back to you in a second.
Okay.
It's just, if you want to watch the full video of what happened, you will see on Audit LA's channel. She has her last live stream was there. That was yesterday. And then I uploaded my version of what I was filming static onto my channel, which is also one of my last lives that I just did. So go ahead and watch that, and you'll be able to hear how A, disgusting they were, B, how already like determined what side and who they thought we were. And because they thought we were coming there to protest, they already determined why we were there.
Yep.
All because of Scientology. No other religion, no other faith there like had any questions of us being there. The only ones who did were the Scientologists. And the first guy to mention it, to point it out, or to say anything to anybody was this guy that you'll see constantly, that I zoom in and film a bunch. Has this cap on, has like sort of, no offense, but a little Hitler mustache, and sort of bald looking and tall, and like sort of tall and skinny. And he went and he had the earpiece the whole day. So he definitely security, OSA, definitely being told by OSA or security who's allowed to be or not at that event. And the only people that created any issue was Scientology, which means that they, from the beginning, even though they had Scientologists wearing shirts just as much as the other faiths in this event, they were all wearing similar blue shirts that had a heart and the faith in blue. So they literally had OSA agents dressed up with this shirt, not even a volunteer minister shirt, which they also had, but just hiding behind the whole idea and label of this event are these OSA security like spies. And so, yeah, it's completely unacceptable. It felt so fucking like so illegal, and like, how dare they do that to civilians? This is literally what is going wrong with the US. People not abiding by the laws that we all like stood up, so much pain, so much fighting, so much like emotional tragedy and physical tragedy of people in wars, to have these laws be the way that we have them today, and to be able to change them for good, not to be going backwards. I just feel so like it was pretty eye-opening, even to an internal like member who's been born and raised in this, how they were running the whole event, even though they had Pink's hot dogs and, you know, whatever, Dave's chicken finger wings and like whatever, like they had awesome food there. Great. They had breads there that were made by the, you know, nuns of the monastery. Like, that's great. They had ballet dancers. That it's just like, oh my God, like this is so crappy that this is being like, the event to me was so shitty, just as it was because Scientology is doing it as a manipulative tactic, not as a loving art, you know, community, bring it together kind of a thing. And so that was really, really eye-opening for me. Like you said, Audit, there was a point where you were sort of decompressing, and I was feeling that. I was like, I cannot believe that all of these people here are being used, all the way to the police officers, all the way to the family, all the way to the kids, all the way to the raffle of who won. Like everything was just so disturbing. And I'm really glad I saw that. That was just like, it's just fucking disgusting. It's so disgusting. I could feel from some of the people that were there that are from other churches that they already had an opinion of me and Audit because of the yapper that was going on just in the moment at the time that we were there. Audit went up to the MC, the host. The guy would, the host that is of the most, right, is running the whole show, wouldn't even tell Audit his name. And said, oh, something, bless you, have a good day.
Yeah, God bless you. And he was
very
Richardson or whatever of Celebrity Center. And I don't know if you felt this, Laura. We never really got to discuss this part, but even as we were going around to the different things, I felt like a weirdness because they all, at least at minimal, saw us being kicked out and all the police thing. But like, even like, they were nice and pleasant, but I felt like everyone was like a little bit standoffish, you know, like when we even went, you know, to buy the bread or talk to Goodwill, like
they weren't like, sure. Why was there any kind of ruckus at this? Right. Because the whole event was created and made by Scientology. And so all the attention went to the one thing Scientology is trying to get out, right? Is us, the people that are literally exposing and talking about the details of this into the city, into the police. Why would we want to attend this event? Duh.
Just to let you know,
we don't need to be protesting Scientology just to get into an event that we clearly should be going to. But yes, we will show and document Scientology's gross behavior in it. Like, oh my God, it made me think of all the celebrities, all the fair gaming that constantly is going on right now. One of the protesters that I protest with all the time literally got sent the packet of bullshit photos of me and the fair gaming mail, just like they did with Dan Walks LA and whoever else. freaking their family a packet. It's so disgusting. And these are like photos of me from Burning Man having an amazing time still on my Instagram. So they're really stupid. Like, I love these photos. These are moments of me, like the first time I performed at Burning Man and I was able to make my own outfit. And I just love, I'm like, what is this gonna do? So they do this all the time. They do it to my van on a daily basis, constantly, just everywhere. And not to mention, I do live next to the blue building. So that doesn't make it okay for them to harass me on a daily basis. It's constantly dangerous. And then we literally go, okay, let's just go to this city, this event, and just document what even the calm thing is, right? What's the calm thing they're doing? What's the neighborhood thing? You know, okay, we won't go and protest. This isn't the Scientology buildings. There are other churches and faith people that have good intentions and family, you know, love and care with them. So no, I'm not going to go into a family event like this unless it's on L. Ron Hubbard Way or on fucking Scientology property. We went there in literally good faith. No pun intended. But we did. We went in there with good intentions and to kind of just document, of course, the Scientology in it. But little did I personally know that they actually have it in their whole tentacles of the whole event. It wasn't just, that the volunteer ministers were invited. No, they literally had their own fake popcorn booth that was Sea Org members behind the booth giving out the free popcorn. Just so that they could be next to the police booth.
Yep, right next to it.
It's just such disgusting behavior. It's like, so yes, I'm going to upload random more footage that goes to that because I want this documented. Who shows up? Jennifer and Alexander showed up for a second. I believe somebody said they showed up and then left.
Alexander, but I didn't see Jennifer.
Then who's left there? The guy that's always wearing the mask, that's young, that's on the L. Ron Hubbard Way, that I'm always like, you're a fucking coward. Stop. He's always rallying in all the Sea Org members, telling them to go inside. He's there with the Faith and Blue shirt on. So he's not there in security. Oh, he's just there at his faith event, right? Oh, sure.
Right. And Susanna Furios was there. And
Susanna was
sent me
there.
A picture that Janet was there, but she must have left because I didn't see her there at all. So I don't know if they
the moment Janet found out you were there at all, or myself, you better bet she'd been scooting out the back door, just like she did at the CPAPS meeting. She doesn't want to go near us because we will expose her actual emotions in public. She's a public figure. She should be able to handle this. She should be able to speak and say, if people have a disagreement with my beliefs and what I do, then blah, blah, blah. She doesn't even speak about it because she knows anything she says could be dangerous because she's not sure what is okay to think. She can't think for herself. Wow, I'm going on a roll. But it really blew my mind. Journey, if you were there, you would have been like, okay, yeah, can you just get that over there? Okay, good. And yep, that guy over there, just the guy by the, and the like there was just so much that we didn't need a protest. We did, and I will continue to upload the videos, but you will see the whole place was run by Scientology.
So on it, next time someone says, bless your heart or whatever he said, or in the South, because I was born in Texas, you say bless your heart, it means he's stupid. Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
Well, he said, may God, didn't he say, may God bless you?
Something like that. Yeah, like God bless you.
He did something. He was being snide about his even his belief, like he was this is so fucked up. Scientologists make fun. They disrespect people who have very deep, sincere, spiritual, religious beliefs. They belittle them. They think, what idiots, how stupid, right? Yeah. So here you have an MC who refuses to tell Audit what his name is, because obviously, wouldn't that be interesting? How did you get chosen for this job, mister? And how are you not going to say something that's out of line without Scientology, being right on it? They are running the soundboards. There are literal gold-based staff members running the soundboards for all the dancers and the ballet.
But that
I zoomed in on a bunch of this, and
I'm needs to be told,
absolutely,
and written down.
Absolutely,
these are gold-based members that cannot leave at any time they want. They have to actually ask for permission. and they need to be, you know, constantly told what their job is and everything. You know, I'm using layman's terms out, you know, out in the real world, but they are indigent servants because they signed a 10 billion-year contract, and they're running the sound for this event.
Yep,
and that's against the law because it's a public permitted
right?
event. It's against the law, so that's why we keep pushing that too.
Audit. Do you think that because this event was just in the terms of them showing up and volunteering, let's just say, oh, as part of their church duty, right? They showed up to volunteer for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
At what point is it volunteering? I mean, could at this event they get away with the fact that they volunteered all the way down to the breakdown and everything?
Well, it depends on. Well, I would say no, not really. But I mean, you can volunteer. But
sorry, I'm going to interrupt you because the permit time was only from 12 to 5. So when the permit's over, does it now mean?
Yeah, and there's no religious exemption for but this wouldn't have been a public works thing. So it's what public works, there's no exemption. This would have been a building and safety, which I already did the CPRA to see if they had their inspection for that tower. So this would have been probably a police thing, and so the rules may be different. So I had to look more into that. It's when it's public works. That's when it's illegal because there's no religious exemption.
Okay, I just want to be clear about that. And then also, now going back to what Journey was saying, it's absolutely vital and so important that we were there to document the same security guards, the same Susanna, the same people showing up all the time at 5 a.m., all on these shoots last week, you know, Sunday morning last week. Same thing, the same people doing the same thing just in this Los Angeles area. That the city is seeing,
but, you know,
that we are able to document if they don't fake strike us, you know?
Well, I did get a copyright strike because they put, you know, regular music on, and I did get, you know, whatever, got a copyright strike, but big deal. But
you can just mute the section.
The cop that
you can just audit. You can just mute the section.
Well, I didn't monetize that one anyway, but it doesn't matter. But so the cop that kicked us out, who was asked us, "Are you okay?" At the end, she went to thank him. So that's how we found out his name. And I could tell he was like dying a little bit inside when she announced his full name. And then he walked by. I gave him the biggest smile, like when he got off the stage. I was laughing at that point.
Do you remember his name?
But,
yeah, can I have
Richardson?
What is
I think it was
first name, but
James.
Last name's Richardson.
James Richardson. James Richardson. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I really.
So I was laughing, and I knew he was upset, and he went straight to the police.
Did you say God bless you, James Richardson?
I will. No, I didn't, but now I will. Bless your heart, James Richardson.
Yeah.
No, what's the Rue way? The Texas way? Bless your precious little weak heart.
Yeah.
Oh boy, does God bless you.
The South really does really good.
That's so interesting. That's really good. I didn't know that you got his name. That's really good because he looks so familiar, and I swear to God, and it'll pop up somewhere in one of the protestings. It might have been the CCHR event.
No, I think he's a celebrity center. I think he's that big preacher. Like he's one of the big ministers that start up all the stuff from Celebrity Center. He's like their Janet Wieland, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and I found an article. He works on like these community projects, so he's like a public-facing figure. If you can be public-facing,
I feel like I've seen him at the police commission. I know that's so stupid, but I swear to God, I feel like I've seen him there.
Probably. What is the end of Endless Rundown?
End of Endless Rundown. I don't know the details. We need to get an ex-pro up on that one. But End of Endless Rundown is just another process for something very specific. It's probably something having to do with suicide or unaliving yourself or having a death in your family or something. Not sure. Or it could be that I'm really making up things, but I'm sometimes right about this stuff. And like if a process or something was going on and on and on forever, like, I guess that could happen on the time track. I think it has something to do with that, but I've definitely heard of it.
And well, he did it twice in his stats for his stuff. He did it twice.
I wish Nora would have joined us. Nora, are you secretly listening and you're debating, shit, should I run up? And Nora, if you're here, get up on here, pumpkin sauce.
What age group would James Richardson be in? Just so
End of Scientology rundown.
40s.
It specifically says end of endless rundown. End of maybe endless like international rundown.
What's up, Sciento Geek? You want to pop on? Holy Rogue, if you want to jump on, you totally can as well, if you know the answers to all these important questions. Otherwise, we're just adding random, amazingness on. But
you hear my question?
Go ahead.
Yeah, around what age would you say James Richardson is?
Yeah, I answered you. I did answer. I would say like very late 30s through maybe early 40s.
Okay.
That's what I would.
And
I'm running it not just through Scientology.
Good.
So through my research, I found
no program.
OSA. Listen up.
OSA listening. They are. They're like. What are they doing?
They're listening.
Now? I know who's at each birthing. I know who's at gold. I know, and it's not
Nana boo boo
things. So this is why I'm gathering. I jumped on Holly's bandwagon about all people, and this is why I avoided people, because I'm like now lost in the little world of people. And I sent a message to Holly going, I don't even know where I was in my projects because I keep sending you stuff. So I'm trying to get back to the buildings and stuff, but of course I always just avoided the people. But now that I'm like, I got mission holders, I got all these, so it's like Holly and I could just drop stuff off. But I'm trying to, keep in my lane, because Holly is awesome about what she's doing too. So,
and I feel like the both of you, I feel the both of your brains talking to each other. Also, whether you fully document something or not, because you're able to literally like write out things as you're listening to something and something else is going. You guys have good brains for that. And even if you're not sitting there typing it all down, or even in interviews we've done, you're able to actually hear information and go, oh, wait a minute. So many times I've seen you guys, wait, wasn't there something with something in the queue and the Qual-I building at the gold bit? And I'm like listening and I'm like, wow, this is amazing, because only internal Sea Org members would use the language that Journey and Scientology Geek have been using, just even just behind the scenes when they're just hanging out doing their like, oh, only 10 people are watching. And it's just like, this is so important. Like it's important. Your guys being here is so important. Even when some of us go on the live streams out and protest and stuff, for one of you guys that are full of this knowledge are to be in the stream. Miriam, you've started from nothing. You've literally started from nothing. Like you didn't know anything about Scientology, right? Until like 10 years ago.
Oh, I did.
I mean, you did, but I mean, in terms of the whole protesting and all of this, I would say
protesting.
Started protesting 3 years ago, tops, right?
Yeah, I started a year and a half ago, but I've been following for forever. And I actually, I did, as a 13-year-old, I did a schoolwork about Sinu and the OT3 because I found it online. So,
but so what I'm saying is, in terms, and that's another thing, like already kind of knowing something, but still, don't you get a whole different perspective being in the actual community of ex-Scientology members that were in it, Sea Org members that were in it, and then they're out, or people that were highly trained auditors that were respected almost to the degree of a Sea Org member. It's just like crazy. You hear a whole nother world. And to me, it feels like a group in a community like this is so important, because it's so bad for planet Earth to have a cult that is so cancerous and degrading and suppressive, like Scientology. They literally, and then the internal members all think they're doing the right thing. So they use their like only good or their really amazingly good that they had when they joined, and they squeeze them out of this idea that what they're doing is the best thing that they could be doing.
Yeah, absolutely. When I started,
and I can't tell you anything as a child being in that. It's like so hard to get out of. It's so hard. And then for the people who have gotten out of it, they can literally have a community here where nobody had this. There was, I'm sorry, Tori and all you anonymous people, but there was not a community like it is now today. And I just find that that alone is so helpful for people to get out. There's so many people, and I know you're listening to me and I love you, that have contacted me or we've slightly been in touch and they're like, I freaking listen to you all the time. I've been listening to you. I've seen your things. And now they're finally getting in touch with me. I love that. I love that. I love that my experience and my fears and everything that we've been doing, everything, Journey, Audit, City, Mona, like there's so many things. I can name 5 things that all of you have helped me right now with that were so important and that helped so much in the city, that helped so much mentally and physically for not only me, but for people watching, that when I got better or I learned something through that, other people were able to learn and process because they could see my actions. They could see, well, I agreed with her as well. I thought that as well too, but now she thinks this. I want to see why. And this is why. This is how we're documenting it. I learned so much when we're protesting. I've learned so much through heartbreak, through you know, through my relationships, through so much relationships, I've learned so much from it. And it's really, it all to me goes to like, if I can teach or give something to the world that was actually genuine with everybody here, it would be that we destroy this planet, disgusting, sucking, bad energy cult hiding literally behind this thing that we call religion that most people look up to in a beautiful, loving way. Whatever your beliefs are of religion or not, it's meant to be in good spirit, in good faith, right? That is a Scientology's biggest lie. They take away your freedom and then say, if you follow the technology directly and like exactly all the time, then you're going to have this freedom. You're going to finally get these little pieces of freedom that we give back to you if you're in order, if you're aligned. So yeah, I'm going to go on a roll all the time because I've actually wanted to like do multiple streams, like kind of right after, you know, I was like, oh, I got home and I was like, oh, good, I can deep breath. I wanted to go online and just share it and be like, this is not okay. And so I am fired up because there's so many things that happened. There was that video shoot that we already were making all kinds of very funny jokes about. Honestly, I actually enjoyed a lot of the Xenu, you know, Matrix, stairs, but all these things have taught us that now Scientology is filming and doing shit at different times, and they're still using these Sea Org members, just covering them up in civilian clothes. So now it's like, it was so pathetic. You can literally go back on my live stream in between all the jokes and everything. You can see I am zooming in on the Sea Org members' shoes, and they're disgusting. And then they're hiding behind this outfit zipped up to make them look like a regular public, because Scientologists would rather not pay all these Sea Org members that could look like extras anyways, be surrounded by these main actors who were laughing, by the way, with all of our, like, they're like, this is true. We don't understand why none of these Scientologists are talking to these people about what, you know, what's going on inside the cult. But anyways, the long story longer. Yeah, if I can catch a breath, Jesus.
First of all, because you're talking about the collaborative work across all of us that are online. But actually, I published like 2 videos in the start, and after that, I got contacted by an ex-Sea Org member who had left a year before, and he's the one that I started to protest with. Balazs. I still protest with him whenever he has the time, but you know, it's collaborative work because he taught me most of the things that I have learned. You know, you can read a lot of things, but how you are feeling, I can relate to it so much more because I'm friends with him, and, you know, he's able to, you know, when you're talking face to face, spending time with a person, you can really, you know, learn what kind of shit it is, as well as the fact that, you know, he was so new out that
and that's scary.
Yeah, and he told me that, you know, it was helpful for him to meet me and see that I was not afraid, which kind of helped him not to be afraid of them.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying about the action thing. I really love that. Like doing the action and showing people, yes, this is scary, or it can feel uncomfortable to call into the meetings or the city meetings. But it is so important, because never did Scientology know that we were going to go find out that Janet Whelan literally is on the CPAP's board, and that Moxon has falsified information from years ago. Like, this stuff has been happening for 40. This is all of our evidence that we keep going like, no, this is not okay. This is not. And they're going, we'll prove it. And we're like, okay, well, why aren't those parking meters there? And it's like, you have to do like a backtrack and realize, like, oh my God, right here, this is where they should have gotten permission from the city and they never did. Or this shows that they haven't been paying their insurance. Or this shows that they did paint the red paint, whether it was them doing it or not, or it's on their property or not. They still painted it and made it look like it was all fire zone. Like, there's so many things. And what did those things do? They stopped so many things that were exposing Scientology. That's just the plain simplicity of it. Like, they didn't want public outside members being so close parked to the organization. And, you know, they didn't want PIs sitting in a car all day freely, because it's city property, spying in or seeing, wow, I keep seeing this elderly at the same time being abused at the same hour every day and going in this late. They don't want that. They don't want anybody keeping an eye. And this is why even today, HIOSA, we know what you're up to. They keep, they're starting to buy out and build out and empty out all the buildings around the blue building even. Or, and gee, I wonder if that's because the AB literally is so full of abuse and elderly that they have to hide it in their own property now, because the AB is still out in the outside world. Technically, they want to move. So this is the thing. They will be mad if me and Audit, or any of us, like you said, show or expose in any way the normality of what they do on a daily basis is their ways of getting in. And we go, well, how did this cancer start? Well, this is how it starts. This is how they get in. This is what they're doing. People like Amy M said, how are they finding the actors? Backstage, actors, access. They literally have these even the Playhouse. The Playhouse was Scientology owned and run, and probably still is today. In some way or shape or form, they would have people go to the Playhouse, was like this acting school, and and that was a whole recruitment scheme to getting people into Scientology, getting celebrities into Scientology. And so now what they do is they'll use actors like Tom Cruise or Giovanni Ribisi, all these pathetic Scientologists that have still some sort of acting career, and they'll say, oh, so-and-so is going to be doing a speech, or so-and-so might be there, and there's going to be actors there, you should go. Oh, and then they go to it, and it's at Celebrity Center. So these are the things. There's many ways they're doing this, and believe me, they have all day to find out how they can sneak in and get in and manipulate the system. That's all they're doing 24/7. Their stats, Sea Org members' stats require this on a daily basis.
Laura, I encourage you to continue talking and continue to having these little stints where you go, because you know what? We learn. Those of us that are trying to get justice for you guys and advocate for the people that are still in there, the children that are still in there, we learn all the time. I'll give you an example. I read Jamie Mustard's book, Child X. I've listened to him on practically every single podcast that he's been on. And the other day he was on with a person, the name's escaping me, but it's a total never-in that knows nothing about Scientology. And he changed his approach to explain Child X. I love your cat so much. I love your pussy. That just came out. Sorry, bad moment. So, but anyways, he was explaining it to somebody that doesn't even know about Scientology. And so he changed up his language a little bit. And it was like, oh, I never heard that before. because he changed it a little bit. So I encourage you to talk to different outlets and different people because we learn different things.
And you guys do encourage me. You do encourage me. You teach me better words that I'm like, oh, that's the word I want to use when I'm going in on this deep, like intense city meeting or whatever. Right. So yeah, I learn. And I guess you guys do as well.
Public Works is canceled tomorrow, just to let you know.
Oh my goodness, it is?
Yeah, and police.
Gee, I wonder if they were watching this.
No, it was canceled from last week. I think there's like some kind of city, like City of Cities meeting or something. And
it's Columbus Day. I can't believe that they don't have anything.
Yeah, but here they don't celebrate that here, so that's why courts are still open.
Oh,
that could be, maybe they are. I don't know. It gets so weird, but they do Indigenous Day here. So
okay, and then Tuesday is the police commission meeting,
canceled.
Right? They canceled that as well.
Yes.
Oh, of course they did. Great.
So Wednesday, I think, is the next.
Okay.
Can I shortly talk about Friday? Because I don't have much footage about
really
it.
Quick. It looks like. I just wanted to bring this up. Henry is definitely doing some investigation with Moxon's daughter and wants to get the details of all that, like the deep inside details of anybody who actually knows the exact details, not just the short stories of all that. Go to his channel and see what he posted, because that is very, very important.
It is. And he actually has a filed lawsuit over this.
That's Kendrick Moxon's daughter, who unalived herself, and Kendrick Moxon and Scientology, Sea Org members and Scientologists covered up the true story of what happened. Till this day.
People with affidavits, if they have anything willing to come forward.
Exactly.
But, it was accepted by the court, so it is now in litigation.
Yeah.
Miriam, did you ever get in touch with Peter? I think his name is Peter.
In Hungary?
Yes.
Yes, I did. I did.
Good. Oh, good.
Yeah, I have. But right now he says he don't have so much connection. But I have offered my help in case there's anything, because there's a lot of Hungarians in Denmark.
Yeah. What I'm asking, guys, is that there is a third. There's only 3 in the world that help ex-Scientologists. And in Hungary, I found another charity that mainly helps people out in Hungary and has literally been watching them. They went from like 22 missions down to 3. So he has been very active. He's an ex-Scientologist. He was very brief with me, and I can understand, just an email. It doesn't really read, but he was very quick to the facts and no more. I'm not giving you any more information. So I connected Miriam with his information, and so that way there's
awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Journey can find the elderly where they are, because that's information we really need to know, is like who and where the elderly are and what they're doing with them. So
yeah, because
I'll make you another spreadsheet. I found way more.
Oh, awesome! Thank you, because that's really relevant right now.
Me, but
yeah,
I know way more birthings and gold base.
Perfect.
So if I put it
She's figuring out the bunk beds.
I love
it. Soon she'll have the floor plan and each person on
all the way down to the bins. All the bins are going to be labeled.
No, but thank you for doing that, Journey, because it's really important right now. I know where we're going forward. I think the thing that might take it off the lid off is like, okay, where are these seniors and what's happening to them?
Well, there is one that just opened by a wise company in Clearwater, Florida, a senior living center.
Oh, wow.
And,
I need that.
And
I need that, Journey.
Safe Point.
Oh, no way. Oh, man.
I'm not kidding.
They can't make this stuff up.
There you go, Fat Grammy. It's called Safe Point.
There we go.
Yeah. I put it on the map, and they were still building, on Google Maps. It's literally how you're playing Sims. They put people as sim characters enjoying the pool. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
Birds, random street. I was like, and these people are not even elderly.
It's so theta.
I was laughing really hard. I was like,
Crazy.
this is how you're gonna look.
They have to make it theta. They gotta keep that PR in the imagery.
Oh, yeah, because outsiders won't be able to go there. It's just going to be all they're seeing is right, can't die on flag or on base. So they got to put you somewhere. So
yeah.
And if you made it like a huge graph or like a whole thing, they mainly the huge amount of elderly, like 60 and above, not kidding, is the majority of Scientologists. Then there's a little gap. I mean, it's not too much of the 40s. It's mainly whatever's left over the second gens. And then it's a couple of 20-year-olds. And then the children of the 40-year-olds. That's it.
Well, I think LAPD needs to know where, say, the 80 pluses are and where Herbert Jenks is. I think that, we need to get their eyes in on
even the 60s and 70s. It's like the rundown medical conditions. It's anything that is not humane. It's just, and it's so obvious.
Yeah.
It's just that our society and our community has thought that it was sort of dangerous to poke into Scientology and expose, like, why does that lady always have to get permission to, and why is she, there's too many normal questions that even the neighborhood was just naturally afraid to question Scientology. And I just feel like, look at the events we just went to, things like that. It shows that there's a reason. There's a reason. They're tied into it on purpose. There's like at least 15 to 20 companies that are all Scientology companies around the Blue Building. I can literally name them out. So, and that's another thing, Journey. We should do some of the naming around I mean, you probably have some of them, like Ultimate Creations, things like that.
I don't think I have much of LA.
The local. Okay, so maybe we can do that too. That would be fun.
And that's because California is different with their entities. Searching, I have to actually know the Scientology. At least with Florida, they've already been tracking who's a Scientologist. So that's how I can correlate.
Do you need to go, Miriam?
What?
Miriam, do you have to go or no? I just feel like anybody can leave whenever they need. There's no thing. I can always
I need to go in a minute, but I wanted to talk about,
and I want you to sorry. I just know that we can go on a roll with Journey's things as well. Sorry. So I just wanted you to don't say sorry. You're awesome. Go ahead. Yeah. That's what I wanted to really quick. Sorry, Journey.
Yes.
I just said sorry.
So there's something called the Culture Night in Copenhagen. It happens annually, and last year I saw that Scientology made a post of them having an open door night. Culture Night is something where you get a pin or a badge on your chest, and then you get an access to different kind of culture events, maybe a night concert at a church, or you can go and see the Justice Ministry, or the police has got some kind of special things you wouldn't normally have access to. And I already saw last year that Scientology is not affiliated with the Culture Night. So I thought that instead of going a Saturday and doing the protest, let's go and do Friday, because they will for sure have, again, open doors, because it's the Culture Night. So I showed up with Monica, one of my protesting buddies, and lo and behold, there's a red carpet, and there was about 50 staff, Sea Org, and public ready to lure everyone in from the door. So we put our protest setup, we fire up our music, we start telling people that they're not affiliated with the Culture Night. Scientology is not affiliated. If you go in there, don't give your personal information, don't give your real name, don't give your email, don't give your address. And I think we were there for 15 minutes or something before they come with their huge loudspeaker and start to play music, trying to cover our music. Right. And I think it was about, I mean, I'm not lying. This is the most people we have ever reached out to. I think we handed out hundreds of our cards, you know, our small F Scientology cards with the information. Nice. There was at least 10,000 people that saw us. We reached so many people before going in there. No one was, you know, giving their information to them. You know, everyone, we were just, you know, saying that please don't give your information. They said I wouldn't dream of doing that. And we were handing out some, you know, I don't know if you have these gold coins that's like chocolate, but it's covered in a golden wrap paper. So we were saying that, you know, Scientology is known for taking your money. So we are actually handing out money. Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah. So that's we were handing them to people. Yeah.
I love how you protest and all the fun stuff you do with these.
Yeah, and they were so pissed off. They were playing the music loud. One lady came to me and she said her husband's grandfather brought Scientology to Denmark, and that I should focus on Islam instead.
Wow.
And what they are doing. Yeah. I know exactly who that woman is, so it was kind of bad for her to tell exactly who she was and identify, you know, because she came right to my face. But anyways, I sent you a mail, Lara, because a lot of the people were handing out the flyers to us. That, you know, they came with huge bunks of like Drug-Free World, Narconon, Road to Happiness, whatever. But they have also made this where it actually says Culture Night 2025. They're not affiliated. They're
wait, do you want me to pull it up? I could pull it up.
I want you to pull out the email address, because people should, in my opinion, if they are concerned about, you know, Scientology trying to, you know, write down the reputation of Culture Night and saying that they are, you know, pretending they're affiliated with it, to send a mail to the organization who runs Culture Night and say, you know, do they really want this allegedly human trafficking, child abusing cult to be, you know, promoting Culture Night? And do they, you know, are they allowed to use even the term Culture Night when it comes to their promotion material? Because
great idea.
I don't think that's allowed, to be honest.
Miriam, where did you send it to?
Email.
And what email? Because I don't know if you got the right. Did you do Lara, Lara FM music?
It's the one I've always sent you email to.
I'm looking here.
Oh, let me see.
Just so everybody knows, I'll be on for a bit. I mean, I love Journey and everybody here to be Audit, y'all. But you can always, I'm going to be on for a bit talking and updating because I have a few other things I want to bring up and talk about. But you're more than welcome to stay as long or not. And I really appreciate you guys. So I appreciate your time. So I don't want you to feel like you need to stay here. But if you're enjoying it, you're absolutely welcome to stay.
I might catch it on live because I do have a few things I need to do. So I can at least go move around.
Okay, Bobo.
But thank you for having
I don't know where that email went to.
Thank you, Audit. Oh, I should. Hi, Dan. I should bring up Dan before I let you go, Audit. Oh, look at it. Made it so even.
Can't leave before I can say hi, Audit. Hello.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, Dimples.
Hi, everybody. Hi, friends.
Hello.
How you doing, Audit? Yesterday was crazy.
Wasn't it?
Wasn't that?
It was infuriating.
Fucking literally, like, and we had to keep it together. Like, can you imagine what was her name? I don't want to keep saying Black Cop because that just sounds.
Her name is
like
Mika Gonzalez.
Mika Gonzalez. You know what's crazy is, again, I feel like I have seen her.
She's a slow
at the Scientology events in civilian clothes, and I was standing there and I was like, why would this person be? She was standing, I swear to God it's her, she was standing next to the popcorn lady and she was in civilian clothes and she kept looking and she was walking towards me a little bit and then stopped and just stared for like a minute, wondering. And so I would yell out something like, you know, it's a cult. Kids can't consent to Scientology auditing, whatever. So that, like, I was saying things in case she would maybe question it hard. Then she went back and anyways, I'm going to see if it was her. And I swear I've seen her before. And it has to do with Scientology. There's no way that I got so weird and triggered. Like, hey, you don't talk to me like that. You don't assume that I wait till I show this footage. But I was telling her, like, you don't just start approaching in a rude, disrespectful manner when nobody has even gotten to that level. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like
I sent you
been escorted out, but yes, go ahead, Miriam. Sorry.
Yeah, I sent you the email address on Instagram now.
Okay, let me.
As a private message. I will make a separate post, but you know, since I'm always calling LA, I'm hoping you guys could help and you know, send a mail to the organization that is arranging the culture night, so we could, you know, maybe get them to give some sort of message to Scientology, because I think this is wrong that they are using the name of the culture night, and this has to be the biggest recruitment night for them in the year.
Miriam, is this the? Do you have? Did you send me a promo piece? Are you holding the promo piece in front of you that they're using or representing as?
Yeah,
that's it. And you sent? Is this what you sent to me?
I can send this one to you.
I don't have any email from you in my Lara FM music at Gmail.
I sent you the email. I
sent
you the email. I sent you
Miriam,
the email.
text it to me and I'll get it to. I'll forward it. It might be getting.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Great.
Sorry. And I just because I really want to show it. I don't like halfway doing things. I want to like show what it is so that our vision, I'm a very visual person. So I need to like see what's the event. Oh, that looks like that event. Or, oh, they're using the new fake organization or help group that is really wise or whatever.
Yeah. And I just to like kind of put it into perspective, the Denmark org has never recruitment outside the org. You never have anyone walking outside. Now they had 6 people, a red carpet. They were like dancing. They were whistling after people on the other side of the street to come in there.
Whistle.
And they were, yes, come here. And the girls were flirting.
You're gonna get a finger.
Yeah, and extremely aggressive, and we were really, you know, upsetting them because we were handing out candy. So we noticed that they panicked and they went to get candy as well to give to people. We brought the music. They started to play the music. So this was extremely upsetting to them. So it was a huge success. And I mean, we've never reached that many people, like 10,000 people and hundreds of cards we handed out. So it says Culture Night 2025. Thank you for visiting. And it's a leaflet about history of Scientology and in Denmark. So
you know what's wild, Miriam, is I played a show in Denmark.
You did?
Yeah, like with Madame Gandhi, she had like a really good spot on the stage. Like literally, it was the first time I think Madame Gandhi crowd surfed because I was like, Kieran, they're like, it's like epic. Like it's just a wave of people. And but it was really interesting. Again, learning and learning like being on tour, being so unaware of how like touring is done, but just kind of owning it and knowing like I just got to be there for support and like, but learning how free and beautiful it felt, you know, but yet also there's a very internal dark control of and for the good or the worse, whatever. I noticed it was interesting. I felt sad that there was a control of even, for example, like expressing how joyful or, you know, exaggerated of an art. There's some control of that. You're like in Denmark, there's certain laws even where you're not allowed to be too much, so to speak, right? Would you agree? Am I explaining that kind of?
I don't know about that.
In public, on media, yeah, it's like a thing. So I don't know. There's certain things.
Maybe you don't want to be too extravagant, but otherwise, I don't think like in concerts you would have safety measures that are extremely strict. That's for sure.
I just think because you guys also have restrictions on protesting, like you literally can't.
I can't film people. Yeah,
right. You can't be shouting out like Scientology's a cult, right?
Oh, I can do that.
But you just can't film yourself doing it. That's why.
I can film myself. I mean, when they applied for the second restraining order, they put
I mean like can you film yourself doing it in front of the org and keep it running while people are walking through the camera and stuff?
No, not other people, just myself. Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. So there's so much restrictions. Like you could just be sitting there filming, but what if somebody walks in the camera and they don't want to be filmed? Then you have to take it down, right?
Yeah, but like when I've been talking with the police, this is not a common problem. This is not an issue when there's a Free Palestine protest. This is not an issue when people are live streaming. It's only with Scientology because Scientology is complaining about it. If you protest anything else, no one would complain about your face being recognizable on a stream. It's just Scientology.
Wow.
And it's just because they complain about it.
And the exact same thing happened with Audit and me. That's the attitude that I'm talking about. That is the quote bullying, which is way worse than bullying. They are destroying fucking planet Earth. To me, in a big, loving, spiritual, like healing, Scientology is destroying planet Earth. So to me, I'm like, no. It's like in the same way that I just saw them at this event being so manipulative and corrupt all the way down to the MC and everything. I was like, this literally, how do you not call Scientology a gang?
Yeah, like, and the it's like the same and different at the same time, because here we have in Copenhagen we have almost as many Sea Org members as you have around working in the Blue Building. We have like 500 Sea Org members, and they are walking in because their lunch restaurant is like in the middle of the city also, but it's in a different building, so they are doing this 7-minute walk like twice back and forth every day. Yeah, but I'm not allowed to document it.
You can't, but you notice it.
I see them everywhere in the city.
And now you kind of know them because you're like, oh, that's the person that comes in and out at 9 o'clock at this or whatever. Like,
they stick out like a sore thumb now. So, even if they have a coat or jacket on, I recognize them from the shoes. From the shoes and their demeanor, because the shoes are always black, very sensible, worn out shoes that they are wearing.
Yep.
So I recognize them everywhere. Yes.
I think Dan has the same thing. We're both like, oh, that's definitely a Scientology. That's definitely.
You can spot him a mile away.
Like, oh, God. And then even Audit will be like, are you sure? I'm like, 100%. She's like, okay. If you say 100%, I'm like, Yep. And then she looks, everything's normal, and then boom, belt buckle, the Sea Org symbol.
And it's like you showing up. And it's like you showing up downtown. It's like, which ones are the Scientos? The ones standing still like a board, or the ones moving around?
Yeah. And the ones being told or being like, oh, I can't look at this lady in the wheelchair. Can't look at her. She's the DB.
So crazy.
Yeah. Like you already knew you were coming a mile away. She was like, and she was like, oh my God, she's going to sit here. And then what did they do? Literally, I was watching that whole thing at work. I was like going in and I was listening, like cleaning. I was just like working, but I was like, I cannot believe that Audit is literally one woman riot taking down these freaking this Dianetics booth. Cool. It was just so wild. So cool. And you really, it's too much bad. This is what's great, guys. You're there for an hour. You keep going and just keep showing. Nope, don't take that. They will shut down. They will shut down. It's not worth the bad PR to Scientology. It's bad PR for them. So congratulations. I think that's great. I think it only takes an hour tops to really shut down a Dianetics table or volunteer minister tent or whatever it is. Fake
and Joe was there yesterday too. Joe was at the Dianetics and he was there yesterday. And I did walk by him. Oh, hey, Joe. And he just gave me a look and he didn't say anything at the event yesterday. He was there.
And Sea Org members don't forget who you are, who I am. They don't. Oh, yeah. They're like the ones who, it's as much as we spot them, they spot us. So just like Shannon likes to slam his doors whenever even Dan walks, or anybody that is a commonly known protester of Scientology walks even by there. Or when they turn on the live stream, it's like, right, Dan? Shannon.
Well, that's the disadvantage of being so tall, is that they can see me all the way down the street. Like,
and you're a nice guy, and so people are always like, "Oh, hi, Dan," and you're like, shit, I'm just trying to shut down. Oh, there they go.
And you're back at the same place today, the Dianetics. They were set up
Grand
today.
Grand Central Market, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
they got
I
shut
saw
down
that.
again today, though.
Amazing. That's so great. So they've been there. It's so interesting.
Back.
It's so lovely that the community can be like, hey, anybody got time or feel like it? Boom, boom, boom. It's just kind of like they've been doing this. We got word that Scientology's been out at Grand Central Market downtown LA, literally for like a week, just like completely set up there, and nobody says anything. And so it's like Grand Central Market has so many tourists, so many people of all. I don't even want to get into the, labeling and putting people's in boxes for any reason, but Scientology will take advantage of anybody they can, and you will find them and all kinds of that downtown LA, especially at a place like Grand Central Station.
But they told me they were not going to let them come again, and then they went today, and I was getting like
audit. You better sue them. Who broke your heart on that? Somebody lied to you. That's not cool.
The chief of security.
You need to say, you promised me, boo boo.
Yep, I gotta go back. I gotta go check on Wednesday or whatever, because I mean, I can't think of it was what Becky and Anonymous Lens. I think they shut them down today, and they packed up and they left. But they had promised me they were not going to allow them to come again. So we need to keep checking on that location.
The security guard, the sweet security guard.
No, this was like the bigger boss came out. He goes, look, we don't want any problems, because we're telling them not to come back again, and and all this stuff, because they were upset, because I guess it was that day when it was interfering with business, because I guess whatever. So they told them, I heard them tell them, don't come back, like, you can't do this anymore, we're done. But they were able to get back today.
That's funny. They said they're there because they can't recruit at the test center, which is really true, because Dan and Jessica and Streets or somebody's always going by there, like, not even.
I mean, yes, us, we're constantly going by, but just people on TikTok, like, who have seen it on TikTok, being like, hey, it's like, and they're being bombarded. It's crazy.
Is this the tourist attraction now?
What's that?
I'm gonna go
now. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna go now. I just wanted to say that in Audit's chat, thank you for having me. In Audit's chat, someone says that on all Dodgers home games, there's a Dianetic stand outside the stadium. So if anyone wants to,
all Dodgers games, there's apparently some stand or table that's a Dianetic table, or probably something of the sort, and they're outside on that. This is so fun. So if you are a online streamer and you've been, into the whole Scientology, TikTok and all that stuff, and you want to you're going to a Dodgers game, why not just be like, woo, Dodgers won, right? And then go out there and be like, get this shit out our city. Get your Dynamics out our Dodgers stadium.
There's no more baseball this year, I don't think, is there? Aren't they done for the season?
I don't know anything about it, but
but I know Dodgers.
See you guys.
Thank you, Miriam, so much. See you very soon.
I think they're done for the season, but I'll be like, let's go to the Dodgers game. Come on, that'd be fun.
But here's why not? Like, Dan, you would so be down for that.
Let's do a field trip.
That. Here's the other thing. I will find it. Oh my God.
See if there's any more home games. At the end of the season, October.
Oh my God. Let me show you guys. Give me a minute. We're in no rush.
So the stadium must be letting them be out there, or else they wouldn't be out there. So the stadium needs to know that they wouldn't be letting P. Diddy have a table out there.
Right.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, we could all get in touch with them. I'm glad, because I didn't even know that. Yeah, let's get them, to tell them and find. I want to find out where else they're at. Central Market, now that we know they're going to keep coming back to there once they got their foot in the door. So we got to maybe talk to Central Market, talk to Dodgers, and talk to wherever we find them. And talk to the entities that are allowing it.
Okay, look at this. Let me pop me up really quick. This is the kind of stuff that they do at the games. This was for the LA Kings games, okay? This is my dad and his co-workers in his office. They're all Sea Org members.
Oh.
So they take the Way to Happiness book, which once you open it, it literally just has all the precepts of of the Way to Happiness. And they say, to the fans from Marco, Dieter, and Phil. and they take these as a dissemination point for people who are leaving the games. Oops, yes. Did I do it like, ooh, is that better or is this better?
Peter said there's a game on 10/16.
10/16?
Oh, wow. That's a significant day for me, but and it's a home game. So I thought the Angels was done with their home. So who wants to go out? That's Wednesday, actually.
Well,
Thursday.
I'm working. So, but I think I would do it. I think there's someday. I think
let's go.
Yeah, I mean, just saying. If anybody's down, I'm totally down. And people are. I think they start kind of early-ish, right, Peter? I like how we're going to Peter for this now. Peter, where's Nora? Nora wasn't here, so you know she couldn't help us with the sports end of this. She would be very excited about this dirty baseball talk right now. When are those Dynetics tables coming out? Is that on the game?
Let's go. Let's go. Like seriously, I'd love to go.
Yeah, that would be really fun. I'm totally down. I'm also totally down to
3:08 p.m.
Okay, it's not even that late.
Looking at tickets.
Okay,
home game.
You even go there and get tickets live. Like, why didn't you go there, right? And just say, hey.
No, you don't. I don't. No. I'm a snoobie when I get it. If I'm getting tickets to a show or something, I'm snoobie. I'm
seeing they're a little on the steep side. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you go in person. They give you same day.
Well, if there's anybody out there,
you probably get
there's anybody out there.
You could probably get close.
Are they on the outside though?
What's that?
Are the booths on the outside though, where you buy the tickets?
That's what I'm wondering. Do we even need a ticket?
Oh.
Well, you know, they might be in where you go buy the tickets and the food court is there. You don't need a ticket at that point. You need the ticket to get into the game part.
Right. So I'm sure they have a bunch of, are you, because we might get hungry and we want to also have fun. So I think that's a cool idea.
You could tailgate it.
Yeah, we don't have to go.
I'm serious. I like that.
Yeah, go check it out. Yeah, and then
Miriam says they're outside for
sure.
Just
go have fun.
Yeah,
outside. Okay, well, we could go inside and outside. Inside to complain, outside to protest.
If you have a pop-up, they're not usually inside. There's no room for them.
Right, and that would be, I'm sure, really expensive, and probably they don't do that. I'm sure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that would just get out of hand.
Anyway. I just want to get inside and get a drink or something.
And yeah, and just chill. I mean, I like being there. It's cool.
You can sweet talk your way in.
Yeah, talk your way in. I know. Like, yeah, exactly.
We all show up with Autumn. She's like, "This is my family. We, we came so far."
That's right. This is my plus one for the.
We're here for the
ticket. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My plus one.
I need my plus 1-1. It's my plus 1-1.
1.1. It's my 1.1.
Let's have fun. Come on, like, when are we gonna? Let's do it. We can't, because then
I'm down. I'm not even kidding, and I'll live stream it. Yes,
I can actually do that.
Same. Yeah, so it's at 3. So
I'm down too.
I think they have a shuttle bus that goes there from, or I could just do my we'll figure it out. Like, let's do it. It's at 3 on Thursday, right?
Okay, guys, I have to run to a meeting.
Okay, Journey.
So we're trying to contact Lisa McPherson's family members.
Ooh.
Invite him to Clearwater. It's kind of funny. Another person not in Florida. I'm not in Florida, but we're helping plan in Florida. Yeah.
Oh, man, I'd love to be down there for that too.
I'm hoping to make contact with them soon, so that way they have time, whether or not they can make it. You know, the invitation is not like a, week away.
Demand. Oh yeah.
So, yep.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. Thank you, Journey. Thank you for joining. We'll talk soon for sure.
Yeah, no problem. Bye, Dan.
Bye, Journey. Take care.
Bye, darling.
And I'm going to get off too in a sec. But yeah, you got me pumped up for Thursday. It sounds like fun.
No, that sounds really fun. And Audit, please remind me, because I'm like, yay, excited. And then I'm like, get off the live stream, and then I continue cleaning or filing, whatever. And then I'm like, what did I schedule? Oh God, I gotta go watch my stream.
Right. Yep. Yeah,
but I'm so down for that because I like making fun adventures. Like I wouldn't mind me going to, maybe we turn this into a hot dog fiesta and it's everywhere we go when we're just going to city, you know, fun things.
The hot dog
just get a hot dog.
We're trying all the hot dogs. We're trying all the hot dogs.
Yeah, we did in all the stands. Dogs.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna try Dog Joe. Yes, jump in, Scientology Geek, jump in. We're going to be up chatting for a bit because this is so decompressing and there's so much information that comes up in between so many people and people kind of go, oh, for example, speaking of Dodger dogs and all this fun things, we can talk about that. I'm very serious about this. Please don't hang up. Don't leave yet, Audit. I just want to say this to promote it for everybody. I know that Apostate Alex is really promoting the whole welcome in Scientology Geek. Apostate Alex is really promoting October 31st. Scientology in the UK, in England, is literally having their IAS event. So he's really trying to pump that out for protesters. If you can afford it, freaking do it. I would go if I had the plane ticket and expenses paid for. I obviously don't have that. So if there are people that can, man, it is a good time. And Alex is awesome to hang out with. And it's so meaningful because England is such a, you know, precious place that L. Ron Hubbard and created Sussex Sea Screen Set. It's like on all of the policy letters and everything we had to read. It's always like created in East Grinstead, Sussex, and all kinds of stuff. Not that that's where that is, but what I'm saying is that it's super important. I think that Alex gets support for this, not only because obviously there's not as much protesters out there doing it as much as we are here out in LA. There's not as many, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel that there can be a lot more people in England and protesting, and there's I'm sure people that want to be. And so I'm inviting the world to please go to the protest October 31st and support the Anti Scientology abuses event at the IAS event that they're having there in England. And yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there because I know Alex has been working hard on that and he just got the date and he's a fucking awesome dude and he's doing a lot to expose internally and externally. And he's an artist and he's a videographer and everything. And he's just doing a lot. Same with you, Dan, but yes.
Yep.
Not nearly as much as him.
Hey now.
Fucking awesome.
Now. But yeah,
what a guy,
and so I just wanted to drop that before you left Audit. And then was there something else very important before you left, before I dropped that. So whoever's next to drop something, go ahead.
I do want to, like, maybe next time, I know it's kind of late today, maybe we can all get together and talk again about the streets thing and really do a little deeper dive into that. But it's kind of late today with the, the transportation.
What do you mean?
Meeting, the transportation meeting and all the possible potential fraud of them trying to claim the street. Yeah,
it might be late for you. If it's too late for you, then
it's not,
I understand.
I don't know if it's too much for you.
No, it's not at all.
Okay.
I do not work tomorrow. I am in total art Scientology mode, taking down Scientology mode. And I just love that you're here. I know that Scientology Geek is doing so much behind the scenes already as well with Journey. And they love to be on a panel with Mona and Audit and whoever they can, so they can really marinate and learn the details, because that literally helps them figure it all out. I just know that. I just know that
first, Audit, and then I'll work with the other stuff. So you do the street stuff first.
All right. This is like they had the Department of Transportation
LADOT.
Yes, yeah. And I didn't even know they were going to have it because I've already been in. They apparently prior. Okay. The department, because I've been bugging the department, whatever, to prove that there's no parking on the street, especially since they kicked me out on the Father's Day event, right? Our part, I almost got towed.
Can I pause you though? Yes. They have. I like how I didn't even wait for the response. Sorry, thank you. They have obviously kicked out multiple people, including many protesters that you guys know that have been on that boulevard multiple times, not only for our permitted events or not, but where they've literally said, you can't park here. How many times? They've called the parking meter department so many times. So,
so
it's not okay. They've done this to so many people.
Right. And probably just
and we have the proof. We have the proof.
Right. And so, well, and so the city's like responded to me, well, we don't have the proof. It's no parking. But they took it a step further because we've been pushing and pushing and pushing.
Sorry, I meant that we have the proof of being told by the pub, like, you need to move your car, and I run back. You see me running back to my van. I'm like, I gotta move. Okay.
Yes.
You know, and that's not okay. I should be able to park there. But okay, so I would like you to explain that in detail because that's so important.
Yeah.
Chat doesn't know about this.
Was, so I asked for proof because I said, you know, and the cities that came back to me, well, there isn't proof. So we went to the city meeting saying, hey, look, the city has no proof of this. Somebody better find proof or you better take away the no parking. And so I've been pushing, we've been collectively pushing that issue. And so apparently I found out that a mid-level engineer of Ladot sent Jennifer a message saying, hey, you know, it says there's no parking, whatever. Where does this come from? Because we don't have proof of it. So Moxon sent a letter that in 1997, it was just a mid-level, same level engineer, mid-level, said, yes, you know, like, yes, they approve of no parking, 24 hours a day, whatever. But it never went, but there was no proof beyond. He only gave that letter. And if you think I'm dumb enough to think that a mid-level engineer can change all of parking, that's crazy. So I wrote to him and said, look, to the engineer, to Ladot, saying, how in the world would this, you know, be approved? Like, it would have to go through city council. There would have to be a, you know, a more of a process, you know? And so I said, this is not a legit letter. And then you know, like I was talking, you know, and then, I mean, then we were thinking about, in 2008 when Anonymous was there, right? They did go through the city council and got a no
guys,
parking
sorry,
permit.
I just want to interrupt. I want people to really listen to this. If you're just thinking, oh, audits, no, listen to this. In 2008, Anonymous was there, right?
Protesting, correct. And so they did go to the city.
Very key, important point.
And asked for no parking and they got it through the city council for every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for a year and a half. So I went back to the city and I showed them proof of that.
Sorry, I just muted myself because I really want you to say that again. Can we say it slowly so people really get this? I know you've been like on this, like, bah, 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 bah. Oh my God. But listen.
We'll back up. So Moxon sent a letter
saying that they had this approval
from 1997,
right?
And let that be. But then he didn't talk about the 2008 one. I went to the city and said, well, they did have a 2008 one. Okay, which it did go through city council. Here's proof of it. So if
when you say one, I think this is a confusing. Can you say, what are you talking about when you say one? Because the first, what do you call it? Contract or
there was no
permit?
Contract. He only has a letter saying it was approved.
Okay, this is what I want to make clear. By DOT, but never by the whole city.
Right.
Can I help just a little bit?
And then, wait 1 second, really quick. So he never got it approved by the whole city either way. And then, pretending that, oh, since this was valid, pretending, right?
Right.
Then why, if that was the quote case, why in 2008
would he
then, which was during the anonymous protest. So Moxon went out of his way to make sure that they definitely couldn't park on L. Ron Hubbard Way.
Right. And that's why I went back to the city.
If he, quote, already had permission and everything.
Right. And that's what I did.
That's what I want to make clear.
Why would he have to get the 2008 permit through the city, which was done correctly by the book?
Yep.
If he had
to make sure that they didn't park.
In 1997, they wouldn't have to. So I said, this is fraud. And I went to the city. I went to the meeting. I'm like, there's no way that 1997, and anyone could know, a mid-level engineer could not make that determination. They would have to go through city council like they did in 2008. It went through city council, got approved, but it sunsetted, which means it ended in 2010. So from 2010 to present, there is no proof of anything except for him trying to show that letter from 1997. But the fact that 2008 was approved negates anything that, right? It would have overseeded anything that from that letter. So he is showing himself, in my opinion, allegedly being fraudulent. So I heard back from after that meeting.
Wait, explain yourself. How do both of those things work?
Well, the first one would be negated.
Not you. Right? I'm talking about Moxon.
Oh
Moxon,
yeah, I mean, well,
explain yourself. How would you definitely have approval of owning this street practically, like taking out metered parking or just having it open for open neighborhood parking? How do you not have? Why do you feel the need that when there's an anonymous protest coming to expose the internal abuses of Scientology, you want to make sure
that you have a real permit?
You have a real permit that says these people, nobody can park on the street.
And they got it for Friday, Saturday, Sunday for a year and a half.
So why did he need that for a year and a half for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
From 1997, exactly. So I went to the city with this, and they responded in email like a half hour after that meeting, because I had sent them all the emails prior to going to the meeting, and they sent and said, we need a few weeks to digest this and
wait. Can you say that again, just so people hear? What did you do before the meeting?
I went to the DOT meeting, but prior to that, I emailed all these things to, I mean, everybody up to the chain of DOT.
And everybody before she went to the meeting. Two things that I've learned from you, Audit, and you've learned from others, I'm sure, doing this experience, is that it's the best thing to literally bring the physical evidence to a meeting, visual, so people can say. And so Audit's been doing that, and that's why we also bring the books, and whether it's the expert witness or the child. This is the reason we've been bringing these books.
Is because I brought paperwork too. I brought it for all the commissioners,
but not only
I emailed them.
Right.
I emailed the DOT, and so after the meeting, I got emails from Ladot, from the original engineer actually, who originally asked them about it and said, "Look," he goes, "I got all three of your emails," because it was progressive as I learned more things. And he says, "We need a couple of weeks to digest this information." So and I know Moxon's going to be fighting hard, and they may lose their parking if they can't prove there's parking. I'm not saying and I said, if they want no parking there, they need to legitimately do it by the book and by the law and have it done, and so I put that in there. They have to do like anyone else would do. They can't just hijack a street. And I said, you're now liable, because I told him I'm filing a intent to sue because you deprived me of my right to park on a public street during an event, and you have no proof that there's no parking. And you can't just say, whoops, so I said, the city's going to be so liable for this if this is true. And so the city's like scrambling now. They're also scrambling about, I was told by Mose, about the wage thing. The city doesn't know what to do about that. Can
you say who Mose is? What his title?
Keith Mose is the head, one of the top heads of Bureau of Street Services with the permits and stuff. And he's, him and I said, because, it was like a little bit contentious thing with us, but I said, look, Mr. Mose, I want to just be able to talk to you. Can we just have a conversation? And he stopped and he talked, and he said, that the city is in alarm over the wage thing. He goes, your letter, your emails went to all the department heads, and they need to figure it out. But he goes, it is creating it, there is a huge concern about that, because they've never been introduced to these concepts. That's why
I would say
but now they're getting it.
I would say, like, if they weren't closed tomorrow and I was able to call in or show up in person, I would say, guys, look at what's happening. You thought at the beginning of all of us calling in and coming in and being like, knock off. You thought we were crazy when we first started calling in and doing this. Now you guys are way more involved in this than even what we realized. Like, they are the ones who are actually creating the sort of gang appeal of Scientology monitoring and owning the neighborhood. Yep. They literally, these are the tactics. Like, hey, let's do a book of how to create a gang and get away with it in your government system. This would be one of the pages. It would literally say, this is how Scientology did it. They would just own all the businesses around and then infiltrate internally the Los Angeles Department of Traffic and Public Works and anything that has to do with anything, so that they have some sort of trust that Scientology is so full of PR and public relations and looking good that they will clean up or fix anything, which they probably have done. So the city has allowed them to just keep kind of, oh, well, they really did a good job. No complaints here. Everybody's happy, right?
That's what they're afraid of being sued. That's how you get the city. They don't care about you.
That's why it's not okay when people, this is the most irritating thing currently to me. And it just happened again, twice to us, 3 times to me, right? We've done this so many times where we've gone to the freaking farmers market or Rose Bowl flea market. Damn, they have a Dianetics booth at the Rose Bowl flea market. Why? Literally, why? I don't even see a Christian tent or something at the Rose Bowl flea market. I just see leather things and like all kinds of awesome, like awesomeness. Why is there a Dianetics? Like, there's so many things. So are we going to be threatened of being kicked out of the Rose Bowl because somebody's going to complain from some Scientology Dianetics or a volunteer minister booth that we're there to protest the Rose Bowl flea market? And that we have already crimes filed against us. That's what they literally said to audit or to about me and audit. They said that the truth is we have crimes filed against them. That is the truth. 100%. I can say that from my own mouth. So not vice versa, though. No.
Well, I hear but there's no proof of it yet about.
I'm just saying there's no way that it's just crazy that at this last event, just by somebody being lied to by an internal Sea Org member, Scientologist, who's at this event, who's literally the boss running the event of all the slaves in the event. Let's just call it what it is. So you have a slave who is trained to train and control all the other slaves working at this event. And the number one rule is keep the PR in. Keep the PR in for Scientology. No matter what, you better get pictures with the police. You better tell those dancers how amazing they were. Oh, let me see. Oh, you're on Instagram. Ooh, you guys, I literally filmed a lady just milking it and bullshitting these amazing ballet dancers. And I'm just like, this is so sad and amazing and authentic for them. Sadly, like it just felt so fucked up that Scientology really infiltrates and cancerize, like makes something just so not what it is. So I'm going on a roll. I just couldn't believe it. Everywhere we go.
Get us coffee. She went to go. I'll go get you a cup of coffee. I couldn't let her do it because I felt like they would think that I'm doing something. But
there was this older lady, very sweet, and she had a big volunteer minister's vest jacket on, and she came up and was like, like we were watching the show, and I was kind of like banging on the table. It was just kind of funny. And then she was like, oh, would you like she was like, ooh, I'm going to get a coffee. I think Audit was like, ooh, a nice coffee sounds good and she was like, oh, would you like one? I can get you one. Would you like one? And I said, she looked at me and I was like, oh, I don't drink coffee. I don't drink caffeine. And then I just looked at Audit and laughed and just kind of looked away and just was like, how awkward, like such a sweet lady as we see it, right, Audit? But in my eyes, to me, that's just somebody manipulating us. That's literally somebody being like, oh, I'm just going to find a way to interact with this person so that everybody that comes to this event, we know that a Scientologist has talked to every single person at that event.
But she didn't get the memo. Job. I guess she didn't get the memo about who we were.
She did not. No, right. She didn't have the earpiece.
That's why I felt bad.
And she didn't have the beeper, the pager.
Right.
So she wasn't able to be notified right away.
So stay away from the SPs. But so there's a lot going on. So with with the street thing, it's going to be very interesting. So he said they need about 3 weeks to digest it. So who knows? And Moxon said he's really mad. That's why they're going to try to get whatever they're going to do. They're going to try to do it and talk to my neighbors again, whatever. But they may lose their parking, and then if they want it, they're gonna have to apply for it and get it legally, and then we fight that. That's how it has to be done legally. So,
and they're gonna have to prove, like, why do they need that? Yeah, they're gonna have to come up with some real reason.
They said he did. He put it really. He goes, it's very hard because like if you have cars parked there, the oil gets on the brick, and then RP. He admitted. I had to, he admitted that there are people like basically hand clean the bricks, and like I'm like, why is he admitting this stuff? He's an idiot, and it just looks so ridiculous. I mean, like if I were the city, I'd be like, well, then why would we put people through that? Just repave it. Like, why do people have to hand clean? So he's so dumb. He's so desperate.
All of it, though. Even I gotta tell you, when I was in the Sea Org and we would go to a local like outside event right outside the org or something, I would feel like, oh my God, this is so fun. I'm doing something outside, even if it was taking out the trash. And I'm sorry to say, but sadly, there was this the whole time. It was an older man, hunchback, tall, older guy, who was just all day in the hot sun. And this other guy as well, just all day in the hot sun, sitting there waiting until the trash got full and then or slightly full, and then they would take it out. And then you would see him walk it over to the dumpster and throw it in. It's just all day long. And they're wearing their volunteer minister shirts. And they're literally, it's not that they're just like, oh yeah, we could see they're Scientologists. No, they have volunteer minister shirts on as a promotional tool. They are making it seem that the event and everything, which it basically is run by Scientology, by volunteer ministers, and that they're cleaning it up, and look at them, they're really a part of the community, and you should not forget that these are the good guys. These are the good Scientologists, that kind of bullshit vibe.
Wow.
Dan, if there's any way, what are you looking at? Are you just having fun?
I'm having a blast and a half, girl. You know it.
I feel like I can see him secretly.
Well, of course, I've been working on a fun little project here because, don't fuck around to find out, right?
Well. So, I also was wondering if I just wanted to test this. You know how you're able to like show something or bring something up, and then I can pull it up and you can show it?
Yeah.
Oh, you forgot you were muted. Are you able to do that with Audit's video or with the video I put up on my YouTube of the event, specifically the last one?
I have my newest video I just posted today, which is much shorter. It starts right at the moment. It's like a 23-minute video.
At what moment, though?
It starts right at when we get there.
When you're going up the hill?
No, it starts right at the conflict. It's only I took out the 23 minutes of the conflict, so it's.
I know, but there's the whole thing is important, and obviously I'm not going to watch it all. I'm just saying.
Do you want me to play yours?
Yeah, mine, because it's a cleaner version. Audit. Did you see my version already, Audit?
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You mean, you're talking, okay, I'm talking about
when we
get there.
I swear.
Yeah, and this is, okay, thank you. And this is, I started filming static, which I obviously uploaded later, which we're going to show right now. But I wanted to show this version so you can hear even when I was demanding a fucking police, and I was like, a supervisor now. It wasn't just you. I was yelling and being very clear to who was it, Gonzalez or whatever.
Yep, Gonzalez.
And saying right now this is unacceptable. So thank you, Dan.
And they were reversed. The supervisor did the right thing. He gets a pass. He's the only one because he did.
And that thing. Who is that? Coley or something?
Yeah, Coley, Sergeant Coley.
See, I'm learning. Okay. Let's add this and see. Let's see. Can you hear the volume? Try to play it, Dan. Let's see. No, we can't hear it. Is there no way to...
You can't hear it?
I feel visceral feeling. Like when I
oh, there you go. Wait, try that. No.
Still no?
No.
Share screen. Blah, blah, blah. Share screen. Share audio. Oh, I forgot to check that one. How about now? I'm so good at technology, you guys. Okay, that's probably going to be so loud. Let's try that. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Go. Can you hear it?
Not real good. Can you turn it up?
ruining a good event.
Oh, are we? Are we? What's your badge number?
Serial
Everybody
number
mute
now.
yourselves. Can you restart it? And everybody mute yourselves, okay?
And volume's okay?
Yes.
Go louder.
Louder?
If you can
Okay.
go louder, good, yes.
Need to come through.
So,
Okay, well, you haven't
Here we
yet
go.
talked to me.
Here we
Why
go.
am I not coming in? To move. You're ruining a good event.
Oh, are we? Are we? What's your badge number? Serial number now. Serial number now.
I want to know why.
Serial number now. Say it. Say your serial number. Refusing the serial number.
41018.
What? 41018. And you? What's your serial number? 36183.
Just stay here, guys. You're not allowed in.
Look it. Okay. So why are we not?
You hear
allowed
that?
in? No reason we haven't been told.
We haven't done anything. And LAPD is supporting that? Why am I not
The more,
allowed
look
in?
at her. Don't even. You go. Hey, go work for Scientology. Go. Look at her. That's her badge number right there.
And LAPD.
This guy knows what this is all about. He's been here, done this before.
We didn't even do anything. I want a supervisor. Who's a
Yeah,
supervisor?
we need a supervisor immediately. Call it.
The moment I say you're being watched and I'm counting the time of a supervisor, how long it takes the supervisor to get here, the supervisor turns around who's standing right in front of us right now. I said, you're on the clock.
It's a public event. I can be as loud as I want.
I've done nothing.
Yeah, you better. Right now. Right now.
What have I done to deserve this?
Right now.
I had no
We
interaction
need a
with this
supervisor
church,
right now.
or you guys. So I want to know why I'm being kicked out. I
Yep.
did nothing but enter. This is a private property event.
So why were we kicked out? Why were we kicked out?
I didn't do anything.
Give us a reason.
So look at the supervisor on the left. Over there, right there by the car.
I need a supervisor because
We keep asking for a supervisor. Nobody's turning. Now I say you're on the clock.
Just asked for a supervisor. So
And all of a sudden, oh, that's me.
How long that takes? A
Mm-hmm.
supervisor immediately.
Oh, is this Rand? Hi,
There we are.
And I want you to hear this perspective. I'm going to be quiet on it, but
That's
listen.
not Talman.
we didn't do anything to be kicked
Bye.
out. Okay.
Yep. So what? How do we?
We came here.
How is this okay?
That we've done nothing but come here and they kicked us out when we have done nothing wrong. We're just going around looking. Okay. It doesn't say it's a Scientology event, although I see them here.
And that's why we were kicked out. Exactly. We're here for our other faiths.
Okay, but the thing is, this is a private event. And if
It's
you're
not.
getting
It's
there to protest-
advertised.
We're not protesting. And that is what we're calling it out right now.
Protest right here.
We're not protesting. We're coming.
See how he tried to say we're protesting twice? I said, stop that. We're not protesting.
We're not.
Here to protest.
We came to document and have a good time.
Okay, that's what you guys came here to do.
Yes. She's a faith. She's literally, yes. Just because I
Look, protest
I said, she's a faith.
in our neighborhood. We literally
This is
live
not
here.
like Scientology, so no,
It's not.
I did not come here to protest.
This is actually First Presbyterian.
And while this is happening, the balloons and everything are falling down. It's just hilarious.
Yep.
I had no intention of intervening with anything here. But I'm going to the police commission with the chief, and I'm going to tell them that I was kicked out for a viewpoint.
Audit. That's the only time he changed his mind.
I could see if I protested and kicked me out, but you kicked me out before I even got in to even look.
And when you
around.
mentioned that you're in a wheelchair.
And I was not, and I want to go in. If you don't let me in, I will sue the city.
Yep.
I don't know what happened.
And that.
Nothing. That was
Nothing
it.
happened.
We have it all on film.
And it will be put into, and reports that I'm being kicked out for a viewpoint
See,
discrimination.
now his demeanor
That's
is going
correct.
to change.
And the person who came
Viewpoint
first.
discrimination is because Scientology doesn't like me because I don't agree with Scientology. You're kicking me out even though I've done nothing wrong. I have done nothing here. I have not instigated anything until you kicked me out. Now I'm fighting because you're kicking me out. For what? Because I could say because I'm disabled. Maybe you're kicking me out because I'm in a chair. This lady, and then she got the cops. No, it wasn't a Scientologist.
Exactly.
It was the lady and then the cop.
Faith in Blue. I have it on record, and then she got the cops, and they aggressively kicked us out. We did nothing. And I want to go through here. No,
a guy,
a
dude, a tall dude. He's seen us protest and thought that we were protesting. We're not protesting. We're neighbors. We literally live in the city.
This is a different church. I wouldn't go inside.
There are many churches here.
I'm here at a different church, which I was actually considering going to. Now I won't.
Full transparency. Scientology's here. That church is here. Everything.
Great. We didn't come here for that. We came here to enjoy it.
Trying to figure out why you were kicked out.
Because we protested Scientology before. That's it.
She's the one that kicked us out. Ask her, why were we kicked out?
She wouldn't tell us.
Don't worry about it.
She wouldn't tell us. We asked every single one. They wouldn't tell us.
I'll figure it out, okay?
No, but I want to go until you have a reason why I should be
and say it on the record.
I should not be excluded. I'm filming this for my own safety at this point.
You can film anything you want. You know I know that.
And I didn't do anything wrong.
So this is when he's trying to settle it, and he knows they're wrong, and that he's going to go in and basically tell them, yeah, you got it.
I used to be on CPAC. I'm for community policing. Okay, but I have issues. I wasn't going to disturb or stir up anything unless you're doing something to me. Okay, once you're doing it to me, now I can do it back because you can.
Dan, can you pause it?
That officer, and that is prior restraint.
Oh, perfect timing. This guy's a Scientologist coming in. But Audit, do you see how much you have to have just said all of these things? I'm in a wheelchair. You're not letting me in. This is a public event. What's your badge number? You're literally, get me a supervisor. Not everybody can do this, especially not ex-Scientologists.
I know, like
prior restraint is what scares them the most.
And so when you do this, this is why it's so important. I know I'm echoing it's because I'm sharing it all, but I just want you guys to be very aware of that.
Thank you.
Like, it's super important. Yeah, viewpoint discrimination, all of it. But you're showing, this is the first time we were actually showing there were churches involved. Right? And they were the only ones that called us out and told us that we can't be there. Okay.
And I want to, if anyone knows who this guy is, because he was following me around a lot. And he was like, I think he was called in, like they used to call in Ted or whatever to come and handle. But I heard a lot of people, I mean, people were saying that he was hovering around me a lot.
He's always out there. He's been out there on Father's Day and everything. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, Dan.
Because you're restraining me when I didn't do anything wrong but show up. You're not restraining bad behavior. I didn't do anything, and that is prior restraint, and I'm suing. I want all her info, and the other officers, everyone that kicked me out, I'm suing, and I am reporting them. I want to put in a complaint because that is prior restraint.
That's what I was saying. It takes you all of this for them to freaking pay attention and listen, and what would they have done to anybody else? Made sure they got out, and if they didn't leave, they would have gotten them arrested. The cars would have pulled up and they would have tasered them if they didn't get in the car.
The security's not for anything we did or what we're talking about, and that's not fair. And I'm not putting up with that.
Again, I don't know what happened.
Nothing happened.
Nothing.
I came on. I showed up.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I came out here to figure out what happened. Okay?
And I appreciate that. I mean, you and I, we've talked, we've had. Okay, you know, and that's why I'm going to keep up with the CPADs. And yes, you know how I feel about Scientology and the crimes that they commit. But I wasn't here to start anything with them. Or
so Audit's audio is working while she's filming.
And that's the issue, is that they think that they have control over this. That's the problem.
Exactly.
That is the problem. Nobody, that's right. No church would ever do this. The only one who did that was Scientology.
It's attached, it's an LAPD event.
Yeah, well, it's all faith groups and LA.
Good.
Okay, so that's public. Yeah, that is not a private event then.
Well, it is.
It is not.
It's a permanent
in the sense
event.
that if there's a disruption, we can ask people to leave.
There was no disruption until literally you guys shook it up.
I think we're going to feel.
Yeah.
Information that there was a disruption, so we're going to
What
clarify.
disruption?
I don't know.
There was no disruption, dude.
Can you
He's literally seen me protest. He's seen me. I have a sign. I do everything.
Because we were kicked out.
This guy has seen me protest. He knows when I protest and when I'm chilling. I live here. I'm allowed to. Scientology doesn't like that. There's a lot of people here that I hang out with. They can't stop that. That's what's not okay. And they, right when the guy came in and saw us, he told her, and then the police are on it. That is discrimination. You can't do that. And I'll show you the guy right there, the blue shirt with the cap and the mustache. He's the one who ran up and told them.
This is prior restraint. This is you're violating my constitutional rights. It's not a private event when LAPD's here. No, it's not. It's advertised to the public.
See, you use the right word.
It's literally.
I did.
There was no disturbance. Why are you telling us that? We know it. We know it. We respect you. You should know that we know that. We know it. We know it. I pointed out the guy.
I hate when they treat us like kids.
This is so infuriating.
Because we're the only ones. It's just us two. Where's the understanding of
that?
that?
And we're screaming and yelling.
Can you listen to the guy that I told that?
I want to go in, and I don't care if I need an escort.
You're not going to go into affair what's going on.
Okay, thank you, sir. And if I need an escort, that's fine too.
I'm not going to escort anybody around here.
Okay, then.
It's infuriating because they make you justify that you're a human being.
Or explain that we're different than anybody else. Exactly.
I could be sitting here telling these people, I'm not even discussing Scientology. I'm not even doing any of that. I didn't come here for that. I came here to document this.
It's quite possible someone who has an issue with you because you're abused made a complaint.
Yes, that's what happened.
And someone took that seriously without knowing the facts. Well, I understand.
Don't raise your voice. Don't raise your voice. You're not right just as much as she's not. You're like, we get it.
It was not Lady Cop, the other
it's
one.
that guy right there with the blue shirt and the cap and the black pants and a mustache like Hitler. No. And he's literally walking around avoiding you because he doesn't want to make contact.
Did you hear that? There's no stay away. No, fuck you.
This guy right here coming up right there with the mustache and the cap on his head and the backpack.
Okay.
And they're walking away from the police.
Can you pause it real quick? So it wouldn't matter if there was a stay away order. This was a public event. It was not. And I don't mean to be echoing. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We all have it.
But there was no, it didn't even say it was Scientology. They took the name off, remember? So it wasn't a Scientology event. Why would you know that there should be a stay away order, even if there was one?
It's because the security guard lied and said those two have a stay away order. Lie.
But stay away order from Scientology.
Right.
Not an interfaith event.
But then I believe you'll see me zoom in here and I'm watching them do a call-in. I believe they called in to really check if there was some warrant or anything on our records. There wasn't, clearly.
Yep.
Blessing for them, which is nice. I didn't do anything.
There's no story. We're telling you. Yep. You can speed it up if you need to.
Doesn't matter.
Like, look at how he is. It looks like he's on the phone doing a call-in. It's what they do when they're running somebody's info.
He's trying to confirm whether or not there's warrants or...
I want you to get a strike.
Yeah, totally. And also, no, I won't, by the way. I already have it on my YouTube. It's me and we're talking. Yeah, they're gonna kick us out of exactly. Okay. Sorry.
And this will, you guys will. This is so disgusting. Literally. Yeah.
Can you go back to normal speed?
This is disgusting.
Sorry, Dan. Yeah, this is all important because we're literally saying, what are they gonna do? Kick us out of every farmer's market? Like maybe back it up 30 seconds.
So are they going to kick us out of every farmer's market and the Rose Bowl? I'm going to just start going to every community thing just for this. And this will, you guys will. This is so disgusting. Literally.
I'm a member of the community too.
Yeah.
I may have a people.
We don't even need to justify it anymore. This is disgusting.
But you guys are showing me how much you are in bed with Scientology. And just kick me out for no reason. This is offensive. And we followed all the directions we left.
Yep.
But that's not right. You need to be taking everyone out. Because maybe they don't like the Presbyterian church. Maybe they don't like Christianity. Maybe they're an atheist. Why not kick them out? Start asking people if they're atheists.
You know what? You should tell every Scientology protester to come here. That's in Ashley, everybody, whoever, just to come in and see. Let them try to separate who can come out or come in.
Actually, I wish someone would call, you know, we have a supervisor here, but I'm not even going to try to start trouble. I'm not even going to try to protest. I'm going to turn this into the chief because I've done nothing, and I'm going to do the whole day not doing anything. Even if I go over there, they let me in. I'm not going to protest them. I didn't come here to do that. I said it from the beginning. We're coming in, we're calm and documenting. And if they start with us, whatever, then that's a different story. And if they become real jacket, I'd say, yeah, we could always protest and get kicked out, whatever. But we didn't do that.
See, you have that kick.
That's talk. We've done nothing. I need to know what church she belongs to because I'm reporting her to her church.
So even the people doing the board signing at the front, they were having them sign for the church, not Scientology, the actual church. And they were still Scientologists. So they were still controlling who was coming in. They could see everybody coming in. Like, oh, sign the board.
And I'm going to...
Don't say anything. Matt's coming. Don't say anything. Matt's coming.
Oh, shoot. I've been up. Sorry, guys. I didn't know that the cameras...
Wait, what?
My thing's been blocked. Sorry, guys. The thing's been blocked.
The whole time?
Matt just went by. I don't know what to block.
Well, I got some... Oh, there you go. Yeah. See, so her phone was shut on it. So do you see? That's what I got that whole time. Yes. I'm going to put the umbrella behind you. I didn't know that Audit likes the hot boiling sun. I was like, let me put the umbrella above her.
That was smart. I'm glad you brought that.
Yeah. Remember, I got me and Dan some shade umbrellas.
If anyone else wants to come, just don't make a scene.
Yeah, just come in.
Just come in and document for us.
Yeah. So yeah, Matt was in there. That was awesome. So okay, Collie or whatever his name is.
Something about the church didn't want you on the property if you're going to cause problems.
I wasn't causing. I didn't cause.
And they're the owners of the private property, right?
Okay, well, she would.
We don't.
Who's this church is this girl with?
I have no idea who anybody.
Okay, because she's the one that I have not started.
Dan, can you pause it? So he came out and said, they heard or something that you guys were protesters of Scientology. They don't want any disturbances here. This is their private property, but they said as long as you're not going to create a disturbance, then you can come on. And we're literally saying we're not.
I'm going to let you on because I trust you.
Okay, and I will give you my word.
Ew. I'm going to let you on because I trust you?
Yes, we do.
I trust that you're not going to be a criminal.
And you too, right? She's
Yeah.
Me, so.
I don't care what you film when you're in there. Anybody else. It's like
Listen,
anybody else.
if you, I just
We're
want you to
building a
know,
tr- I
if
mean,
you
Coley
listen
and I
to
have
our
been building a trust
conversation, we said
relationship.
we're just going there. We're not, even if the Scientologists notice us, we're just going to keep going. That's literally all we said.
This is what I'm going to ask
So we didn't even get in the door. That's why we're pissed.
Just don't engage anybody. You guys can film.
We won't. We're not interested. I literally love a lot of the people, the venues,
I
everything.
promise you.
Because there's attempted.
And I'm also good friends with a lot of church
We know you guys don't get
members.
along in this.
And it is fine.
All right, but I need to know when the next CPAC meeting is.
Absolutely. You can get that. I'll email. Or
All
just
right.
email me.
Put me on the list because
Yeah,
I need to be
I can
dealing with
swear
this
you
stuff
were-
there. That's where I want to deal with it
I
there.
thought you were on the emails.
No.
That's how you do it.
Huh?
Okay,
Probably
so yeah,
being-
so
she's
then
probably
being
taken it off.
He was like, I'm gonna let you swim, whatever. So now we knew we were going in, but I still filmed.
And then, yeah, she probably, but I did not come here to
Yeah,
start
no.
anything.
We didn't. We even said it live.
I
We're like,
didn't. I promise you. And I
no.
Was it okay? So
They just saw me and stopped me
That
before
was
they even
it.
got that far.
Okay.
How can I start it?
So some of the reason there were justifications that they said doing that.
But that's
because there's been discrimination. But there's been crime reports filed against members of Scientology, and it does have to do with Scientology. Like some of them saying, oh, because we have crime reports.
They have crime reports on me.
That's what I mean. Because there's crime reports.
And I have filed on them. It's a bogus. There could be a propensity for them, because I'm filing against them.
Look at right away who started.
They're getting sued, but they're being sued because they filed a false complaint against me.
Yeah.
So they're putting me at risk of being arrested.
Moxon lied. Kendrick Moxon lied on paperwork.
So they're lying. So, but I'm not dealing. But that's not. That's
yeah. We don't care about that.
The ministers,
we'll be here for.
Ministers don't know about that. So I'm not here to start with
as long as you want.
So I'm gonna let you in. We'll just leave it at that. I'm gonna let you know you pass the little thing right here to make sure they don't bother you.
Thank you. If something happens, I find you. Are you gonna be here?
All you want, but just chill. I'm not going anywhere.
No, I don't trust those three, but I do need those three, their names, their serial numbers, and their stations, because those three were very aggressive.
Right away.
Huh? I'll get you everything. You and I can talk right now.
All right.
This week. They all work for me.
Okay, I need that.
So, Otta, yeah, you'll get more info on all that.
On you because you de-escalated.
I don't want anything.
They did not even learn de-escalation, and that's the first thing they need to learn. I'm allowed to not like Scientology.
Absolutely.
You and I can talk next week. Everybody works just as soon as.
So it's next week. The meeting's next week.
What?
The CPAP, yeah.
No, it's not. It's a couple weeks.
Okay, but can we talk? I mean,
well,
we need to have a dialogue.
I'll give you CPAP meeting days, and we can talk about this. I'll give you show numbers, whatever you need.
Yeah, I need it because I want to know why they're not de-escalating. They just were so aggressive. And
Dan, if you want to speed this up, it's okay. Or Otta, if you want to listen to it, I don't know.
Only a couple minutes.
Matter. I mean, right now we're like they're going to let us in. That's just like here's this where I'm trying to say, okay, I don't want to deal with this right here. He didn't want to deal with it right there. Like he said, he's going to call me whatever. Because later on we, exchange. We figured out when we're going to talk, and then I said I want to deal with this at the CPAP meetings. And that's my environment, anything with it. I'd rather deal with it there. This was not I was exhausted at this point. It was embarrassing going through it. It's just emotionally exhausted. I just wanted to go in there and see what was going on. And then to follow up after.
She says, don't shush me. I'm like, you're yelling in my face.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, I just don't want to do the paperwork tonight, but can you and I talk about it next week? And if you still want to do it, you and I can address that.
Okay.
He's on the record, so he's not lying.
No, and we're trying to build a trusting relationship, right? Yeah, Sergeant. I mean, we used to be a little snarky with each other, but we did.
Hey, let's go. I'm hungry, and I really wanted to just chill.
This bitch wanted her pink hot dog.
That was good. I never had it before.
Hey guys, welcome.
And
I like rolling them. I shouldn't say that. No, I didn't.
I know. I'm
kidding.
I already documented the.
Just check everything.
And you want to also get the little squish ball things, right?
How were the hot dogs?
Delicious.
They were good.
Yeah. I never had them. I never had pinks. They had a nice snap to it.
Talk about
okay, so look at this. Watch it. I'm so glad I documented this.
I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit right now, but
yeah, you don't even.
You can talk through it if you want.
You can mute it.
Did.
Or shit, it's gonna make us still echo. But you see, there's the police stand right to the right of them, right over to the right of them. Hold on, you got the tie, and right next to them is the popcorn.
Does the echo go away if I mute myself?
Completely empty.
No.
And owned by Scientology. They were the one donating and handing out the popcorn. And then they obviously put this whole stage and everything together. And then the sound booths under the umbrellas were all sound Sea Org Scientologists. So, oh, well, there you go, Dan. You just deleted us from the whole thing.
Now we can hear good. What was more?
Now there's no echo. Dan, you muted yourself, so I could add this to this.
There we go. Perfect.
Okay, so
no more echo.
Oh, and I did put in a CPRA to see if they had that tower.
Oh, here, wait. You see, this is that lady that's always at the blue building. Can you back that up? Actually, I film her again as I turn around. It's okay, Dan.
Yeah, that's the lady at the blue building.
Yep, echo free. Thank you, Bridge. Yep. So they were all definitely taking pictures in front of the police with the horses. Okay, so here's
those are the applied scholastics people.
How is that?
Yep, there you go. Dan knows. Ding, ding, ding. Wait, where's my sound effects? I want to try this. Let's see if it works. I need to do, what should we do? Okay, forget it. No, wrong one. Okay. Did you hear that?
Nailed it. Yeah.
Oh, good. At least I know it works. Okay. Anyways, but yes.
Jeez, they only wasted 20 minutes of your time. Well, this lady, man, get a report. They were so aggressive.
Okay.
And we saw her later, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No." And she started getting an attitude, and I'm like, "Just leave us alone. We, like, you have no reason to approach us at this point. We've been allowed, you know what I mean? Because once we're in, she has no reason to approach us, like, unless she's being friendly, but she wasn't. She was like cop-splaining.
Yeah.
I was like, kick rocks, lady.
So, Audit, which property officially was this on? Was this on the
Hollywood Presbyterian Church
parking lot property?
Yes, but I did put, because they said that it was Scientology built that tower, so I did put in a CPRA request to see whether or not they've had their it has to be inspected. So can you imagine the city's going to be liable again if they did not make sure it was inspected? So we'll see what we find out with that.
Yeah. Yep.
Besides
so yeah,
all the civil rights, civil, constitutional. And there she is with the bread.
Yeah, she was like, Gonzalez. And I was like, tell me your freaking number now. And I was like, and then moment I said, she's refusing to tell me your number. Then she said it. And then this chick, her partner, whoever, said, you're not coming in. And then I said, serial number now. And she kept saying that. She said, you're not coming in. And then I made her say it. Whatever it was. I repeated it. But yeah.
I want like a public apology.
Yeah, they're very this guy right there in the middle, the blue shirt guy right there was the one who reported it. Not this lady. She's just coming in. But yeah, so
this guy over here?
The back up like 10 seconds, not even 5 seconds. He's under the blue tent. Yeah. Keep going, and he's right behind her, like you'll see him. He was the one
bending down. Okay.
Yeah, he stands up though. Yep. Right here, that guy.
Jerk face.
He ran up to the tent. Like he ran up to make sure that right away they knew. That guy, you see him standing with the backpack.
I feel like I've seen him before.
Yeah, you have. And so have I. I just don't remember where.
Yeah.
I have. And then he goes right away to talk to that guy. The bald-headed cop, I forget his name. He was also that bald-headed cop on the left, far left. He was also
Tamu Tallman.
Yeah, kind of, but not really. Exactly. He was in the alleyway when we were protesting Jimmy Kimmel because they had what's his name, Kutcher's wife.
I mean, he was like nicer later on. Like basically, he was. I think he knew that they blew it, but.
Yeah, but they were rude. It was disgusting. And no apology. And that chick was just fucking righteous as fuck. Horrible. So that's the shit that's not okay.
I see her at CPAD meetings. You come with me to call her out when we're at a CPAD meeting.
Yes. Yes. I think I only work like 1 or 2 days. So we definitely can. Okay. Thank you, Dan, for doing that so much.
My pleasure. Anything else you want me to show?
Well, it's getting a little late. Just kidding.
It's that time of the stream.
This was a good update. And there's Mona so much going on. Yes, Mona, did you have something to say?
I do. I have 2 things. Well, one, we were working on the event and working on the different distributions of all of the different events and the combinations of all the different events, what's happened in the timeline. And new information has kind of just blew that out of the water. We're still doing it, but it's even becoming more essential now. It's even crazier. I did get a timeline that's just awesome that puts all the CIA, all of the FBI, all the IRS, everything in there, and that's just like freaking awesome. And then today I got an article.
Do you want people to send you stuff on that?
People send me stuff like that. Yeah, and that is so cool. Today I received an article of a presentation that Graham Berry gave And thank you. You know who you are, who sent it to me. And there was a name in there. Should I give the name, Audit?
Yeah, because I asked Laura about it. She knew the name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Is Gerald Chalif?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, there was one of the children that was listed on the receipts, and he passed away. His name was Sky. Chalif. Chalef.
Chalef. Do you want me to pull it up?
No, I don't think it's his, because his dad was Ira.
Okay.
But they could be uncle.
But it might be an uncle or another relative of. He is the police department's lawyer.
And more than that, no, he's Scientology lawyer too. He did the he's a lawyer for Scientology in that other big case. And he was, go ahead, tell him what else he did for the police.
Can I show a picture of him or no?
He used to be the president of the police commission.
Yep. And he started he was there to help develop the CPABs. I found out. I was doing a deeper digging when it came time to get on. I didn't even get to tell him.
And he still works for him.
And he works for my old college.
Hold on. Here, let me see. Can I share his profile thing that you sent?
I mean, I found that on the internet. It's not like it's private. I found it online.
Booyakasha.
There you go. There he is. So if anyone wants all the keyboard investigators over there, we need to know who this guy. He looks so familiar to me, though. Like, I feel like I've seen him a lot. Maybe at City Hall.
Gerald Chalif.
Yep.
He
Hey Gerald, we're on ya.
He is I don't know if he was a lawyer in the Wallachheim case.
Okay. So allegedly all of what we're saying is alleged. Yes. We're just doing research and stuff, but if anybody knows any sort of internal details in terms of Scientology,
Snow White operations going on here. Yep.
That's what it feels like. It feels like there's some connection here with that.
Yeah, and he very involved with LAPD and the commission. So we need to get this out. So this is all the stuff we need to discover, uproot, and tell the city, you know what, those days are over. These days are gone. It's going to be a new, era, and we're undoing all that stuff.
Yeah.
They need to undo all this.
Yep. Agreed.
I'm so glad you got that, Mono, because now I know that's why I was like, I'm going to start going back into the rabbit hole with this dude once I'm off, and after I take care of some stuff, feed the dogs,
and a million other things. It's wild. So
everything else I've been doing, those are the two main items that I've been trying to put into the event timeline. But they're pretty darn big.
Awesome. Yeah.
Awesome things. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've mentioned a bunch of things tonight. You guys can always put our crazy asses on double speed or whatever it is to go through it all. But there's many little detailed points. So it's always fun to just quickly go through the whole thing and listen and watch, and make sure to like and subscribe to all of us. If you're interested in this whole Scientology deconstruction and exposing of their crimes and abuses, and also, sharing art and fun things that come from this, and very much relationships and all that we've made and learned through our deep passions of exposing Scientology. We've also learned a lot, about the law and the legal system and the city and meetings and who covers what and where change is actually being effective. So I really appreciate that so much. And thank you. This has been longer than I thought, and totally okay. And it's so informative and so important. And if there's any other, if there's anything on here that somebody's like, oh my God, I have information about this, please let us know on the replay as well. If you guys here, comment if you want to put links of anything that you are like, hey, You know, just always put a timestamp, the, you know, video timestamp, and then put it in the comments so we know what you're referring to. Yeah, other than that, we're going to keep, I feel like I'm going to keep maintaining my little Sunday updates and chat. Thank you also to the chat and everybody that's been hanging out. And thank you, Dan and Grammy and Audit for jumping in, and Journey and everybody. Sciento Geek, thank you. You jumped out quick, but that's okay. We know we love you. And everybody in chat, we love you so much.
Yep.
Thanks for that information, Peter. I'll grab it.
Yes. Thank you, everybody.
Giving her the info.
Thank you for the information for reals. And again, if you don't know our email and addresses or whatever, like by now, then I'm just going to put it up. This is my website. You can always contact me on any kind of social media, is pretty much right there. And then this is my email address. You can literally email me anything that has to do with exposing Kendrick Moxon's fraud, exposing the city's internal fraud or connections of Scientology in any way, shape, or form. You can email me or Audit or anybody, but if you have anything that you want to get to us, you can email it to me and kind of quote or hint that, and again, stamp, if you can, video mark stamps of the importance or what the evidence is that you're sending me that is helpful for whatever we're all working on. That way
just the time.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I passed it, but you like numbers. It was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 30, 40 seconds, 50 seconds ago.
I like that's what I love that. I love that.
I know. I figured you would. That's why I popped that in here. We have to go back to that timestamp and see what you were what was happening at that second.
Well, I was saying we definitely appreciate all the information, and if whoever's sending me emails, if it's information for Audit to organize, or even Journey or the Sciento Squad group team that's literally documenting and mapping all this awesome information, then I'll make sure it gets to the right people. But other than that, literally email me whatever's.
Email me too. I just created a little TV network thing, and there's going to be the live with like a bunch of highlight reels of like amazing things that have happened. But there's going to be a second live of a community bulletin that I'm going to put like important dates or like Alex Villa and whatever the hell his name is, like all those sort of things will go in that, just so we can keep the community abreast of different happenings. Amy M, if you're out there listening to me, like you've been amazing in getting all those dates together as well. So I'll keep updating that as well.
Very cool.
And Dan, are you danwalksla@gmail.com?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. I should have already known that, but yes. There you go. So anybody can email him as well. Awesome questions, awesome information, whatever it is. We're all down. We know where to like send it to. If we can't handle it directly, we know like, oh, this person will love this information. So organizations, no discriminations. Yeah, thank you guys so much. And thank you, Mona, Audit, and Dan for being my last little buds on the nightly stream of Sunday for today. Thank you guys all so much. And again, thank you, chat.
Thank you, guys.
Dan, love ya.
Love you guys. Amazing work, everybody. Keep it up.
Yes, literally learning and loving with you all. Keep it up. Be strong. Email us. Be happy. Be joyful. And if something is going shitty, we can get through it. Literally.
Yeah. Bye, guys.